Well, good evening. I want everybody to reach back, pat yourself on the back, give yourself a round of applause because you, yes, you have made it to the weekend. It is Friday, y'all. How is everybody doing out there in YouTube land? I know y'all been up in these YouTube streets with my friend Legacy Moon a little bit earlier. I call it a little bit of that. Looks like it was a pretty decent discussion about an illiterate man who was trying his best to read his own writing, allegedly. Um, I um, I feel like if you write a letter, right, and you wrote it, you should be able to read what you wrote. Am I wrong? Am I wrong for thinking that? Am I wrong as somebody who's written stuff down his entire life? Am I wrong to think that you should be able to read the shit that you wrote down? I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to pass judge on a grown man who's committed more crimes than he has completed high school grades. I'm not doing that today on a Friday. Okay. I'm just asking a question, and I feel like it's a fair question to ask. If you write something down, shouldn't you be able to read your own shit? I'm just, just saying. It just seems like everybody in this saga, this Nesto cinematic universe, seems to have a problem with reading. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Shirley Strawberry reads stuff for a living, but they said she wasn't built for this. So if being built for this means that you're illiterate, I'm good with not being built for it. I am. I am. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. But anyway, listen. Today, we are going to go over the call that our friends over at Phone Calls from Prison has dropped on us out here in these YouTube streets. And apparently, Sonya gets fired up. She gets fired up. And Lord knows, we don't want Ms. I'ma sue and I'm the toughest thing on the internet. We don't want her to get fired up. We don't want that. We don't want that. We scared over here, Sonya. We scared. We scared of all the things that you say you gonna do that you ain't really gonna do. We scared, Sonya. Lord of mercy. Lord of mercy. Whew. Listen, while I get my fear of Sonya Waller Durham Jackson III under control, let me see who's in the house with us today. Okay. D-Dub is in the house. Hello, D-Dub. How are you? Shirley's Divorce Finally is here. Shirley's Divorce Finally says, hello, Chad. Who got $12 for Sonya? I don't know. Somebody need to get it to her. Do y'all know if she ever watched the thing? Because she didn't have the $12 to give for Tasha K interview. Do we know if she was able to borrow it? Maybe from Tomas, because he's a plumber and a screenwriter. He got to have $12 for his mama. Do we know Shirley's Divorce Finally? Did she ever watch the damn interview? I'm just trying to get to it. That's all. Shay B in the house says, hey, native mods, tribal members in chat. Hey, Shay B, how are you doing on this Friday evening? Shay B, of course, is a part of our notorious Native Tribe Urban Media Mod Squad. Thank you so much, Shay B, for everything that you do behind the scenes. Nola Brown is in the house. Hello, Nola Brown. She says, hey. Muffin 218 is in the building. Says, hey, tribe, and got flames in the chat. How are you? Prominent Woman is in the building. How are you doing, Prominent Woman? Justin's mom in the house says, hello, Native and Tribe. I got my hoodie today. Thank you, Native. You are more than welcome. Justin's mom, so glad that they got it to you. Southside Chi-Town in the building says, Tribe Friday. Hey, Native and Tribers. How are you, Southside Chi-Town? Only Me 23 in the building. Big Native Tribe Urban Media supporter. I do appreciate everything that you do. Only Me 23 got flames in the chat and says hello. Sanders RN is in the building. Says, let me get my snacks in place. Get them in place. Get them in place, because we about to clown, y'all. We about to clown on this heifer here. Showed her ass. I'm sorry, her long back. She showed her long back. I'm sorry. I don't mean to accuse you of having no ass on you. I'm sorry. Obsessed with the mess. Has flames in the chat. Hello, obsessed with the mess. How are you? Natasha Razor Glam is in the building. Hello, Natasha Razor Glam. How are you? It is Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame in the house. It's happy Friday evening. Welcome to the tribe with our host, Native Tribe Urban Media. Please like, share, subscribe to this channel. If you're not subscribed, thank you for your support. I wholeheartedly endorse that message. Thank you so much, Nesto, Shaka, Shuffle, Walk of Shame, of course, a part of our notorious Native Tribe Urban Media Mod Squad. I am not Job is in the house, says, hello, Native and Tribe. Happy finally Friday. Listening to replay, they not like us. Look, I am Job. You're going to find out that they not like us. You're going to find out real quick because we smart. We are smart. We is kind. All right. We is educated. And we know what words mean. Okay. That's what you're going to find out. They not like us. They not like us. Trina 2 in the building. Hello, Trina 2. How are you? Ms. Lorraine has made it into the house. Says, hey, Native. Hello, Ms. Lorraine. How are you? I got a lady 747 is in the building. Hello, a lady 747. How are you? Us, as in we need seniors. Us, as in we seniors need love too. Says, hey, Native and Tribe. Happy Friday. Hello. Us seniors need love too. How are you? Ms. Nisi is in the building. Hello, Ms. Nisi. Says, happy Friday, Native Tribe, and the best mods on this platform. I must agree. I am getting my snacks ready to listen to this zesty little bum and all of her ignorance. Ooh, Sonya. Ooh, Sonya. You zesty out here for no reason at all. All that bark and no bite. But if you did decide to bite, it'd be a little scary because this is what the hell will be biting us. And you know what, Sonya? This is a little scary. I ain't gonna lie. You're a little intimidating in this picture. I know you're trying to smile, but see, your bark and your bite are both scary, and I don't want to get bit by that because I don't want gingivitis all in my arm. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't want to catch gingivitis from you. I just don't. Okay. Yee, aka Abuelita, is in the house. Says, hello, Native Mods and fam. Happy Friday. Yay. Indeed, it is. No 504 in the building. Says, happy Friday, Native and Tribers. I'm off from my black job. Let's get the weekend started. Let's do it. No 504. Gonna let your hair down this evening. I see. Jay Blake in the building says, hey, and has flames in the chat. Hello, Jay Blake. How are you? I got Juju D in the building. Says, hello, Native in chat. Well, hello, Juju D. How are you? London, pretty New York City girl is in the house. Hello. And she says, cheers, as she always does. I got April B in the house. Hello, April B. How are you? Blue Sapphire has made it into the house. Hello, Blue Sapphire. How are you? Hope you had a good Friday up to this point. Jay Blake said that bitch broke. She kind of is, because she kind of ain't paid the $12 to listen to this chopped and screwed lawsuit potential interview that she was going on and on and on and on about. Yeah, as long as you tell the truth, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Well, apparently they don't have anything to worry about, because even if they don't tell the truth, your ass can't see the damn interview because your ass ain't got $12. I'm just saying, take your broke ass home. Okay, and we got Pretty Pony Waller Williams says, hi, Native and Tribe. I'm gonna make you laugh. And yeah, that's what he does. Not at any time does he make you laugh when he says he gonna make you laugh. I mean, just makes no sense. Truth is in me. Says, hey, Native and Tribe. Hello, Truth is in me. How are you? Ms. Mad About Music is in the building. Says, good evening, Native and Tribe. Sonia's Boots is in here. Says, hey, Native and Crew. Hello, Sonia's Boots. How are you? My hero. The only black but not bitter is here with flames in the chat. Thirsty Rabbit has made it into the building with flames in the chat. Hello, 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 Thirsty Rabbit. Keisha Marie is in the house. Says, hello, everyone. Let's get it. All right, I'm with you. Let's get it, Keisha Marie. Miss HLS is also in the house. Okay. I got Salt and Pepper Tresses in the house. Hello, Southside Chi-Town 73. You Need a Solution Too is also here. Says, hello, Native and Tribe. Hello, hello, hello. Tracy's here and got flames in the chat. Hello, Tracy. Hope you are having a great Friday today. Hello, Kat is here. Says, hello, Native and Tribe. Hello, hello, hello. GC is in the building. Says, hi, Native Tribe, Sexy Smokey, and the bald-headed, blue-eyed heifer in the bushes. Sonya Waller Durham Jackson III. GC always makes a concerted effort to speak to you every time she comes over. Son, you got to say, hey, back one time, right? Right? No, you ain't gonna say that? Okay. All right. That's fine. All right. That's fine. Legacy Moon, True Crime and Mysteries says, hey, Native and Tribe. Hello, Legacy Moon. Thank you so much for being here. Rossi says, hey, all. Hello, Rossi. How are you? Rainbow is in the house. Hello, Rainbow. How are you? Miss CJ Harmony in the house says, happy Friday, Native and Tribe. Hello, Miss CJ Harmony. How are you doing on this Friday afternoon going into the evening? I got Chanel Heslop here. She says, good morning, because in South Africa, it's like in the morning, I guess. Hello, Chanel Heslop. Thank you so much for being here. Dimples Wimples 504 says, I am not my hair. I am not this skin. I'm not your expectations. No, no, I am not my hair. I am not this skin. I am a soul that lives within. Dimples Wimples making a statement as she comes into the room. Hello, Dimples Wimples. Thank you so much, Dimples Wimples OG, Notorious Native Tribe Mod Squad member. Thank you so much for everything that you do, Dimples Wimples. I do appreciate you so much. Jay Blake said, fired up full of the sugar in that lemon drop. Right. She had a part of a drink, and then she got, oh man, a part of a drink, right? My goodness. Ducky Dexter says, Native, it's been a long time. How are you? I am good, Ducky Dexter. How are you? Hope everything is going well wherever you are, Ducky Dexter. I got, let's see, JMM55 says, happy Friday. Hello, JMM55. Muffin 218 says, you know, she was lying. I do know she was lying. I do. Rainbow says, in the bushes while baking my daughter her birthday cake. Okay, happy birthday to little Rainbow. Rainbow's daughter's having a birthday, y'all. So I wish Rainbow's daughter a happy birthday, and I hope that that cake comes out right. I love a homemade baked cake, especially for a birthday. I just love it. I just love it. And don't talk about cupcakes, okay? We ain't gonna go there, all right? We ain't gonna go there, all right? But I'm just saying. My birthday is September 13th, just in case anybody wants to write that down, okay? My birthday is September, just in case anybody wants to write that down, okay? But happy birthday to your daughter, Rainbow. I hope the cake and I hope everything comes out perfect for her. B. Ann in the building says, hey, Native and Tribe. Hello, B. Ann. How are you? Just Nikki say, hey, Native, my last $12. I'm telling you, she needs them last $12. Otherwise, she ain't never going to know what the damn interview is and whether they got chopped and screwed. How you going to call somebody messy when your broke ass can't watch the messiness? How you going to call somebody messy when you ain't never seen them because you can't afford to subscribe to the damn channel? How you going to call somebody messy, Sonya? Huh? You ain't got the money to know if she messy. Anyway, Just Nikki is in the house. Thank you so much, Just Nikki. Ebony in the building. Ebony says, working in the bushes. Well, I understand, Ebony. Thank you so much for being here as you are working in the bushes. Miss CLC in the building says, good evening, happy Friday. April showers bring gorgeous May flowers. They really, really do. Wendy Shot 73 says, the good twin is here. Hey, everybody. I see all personalities have logged in, I guess. Miss Riri 60 and Fabulous says, hello, everyone. Blessed Friday to y'all. Okay. All right, Miss Riri and Fabulous. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. Rossi says, got my shirt today, too. Excited. I'm so glad y'all getting y'all stuff. Look, Dimples Wimples 504. Eventually, I will get my hoodie or whatever I'm doing. Yes, Dimples Wimples, please. I'm getting stuff together, okay? As you can see, Dimples Wimples, people are getting their stuff, all right? If you would, because I went to look for it, if you could send me an email and tell me your particulars again, I can get you your stuff, okay? All right? Okay, with Dimples Wimples? Okay, I got you covered, all right? West Side Story says, hello, Native and Tribe, just clocking out my black job. So glad that you are done. Hopefully you won't be back until Monday because everybody needs a break. Karen S is here, says, hey, Native. Hello, Karen S. How are you? Beauty is her name is here with flames in the chat. Real got flames in the chat, said it's getting hot in her. Okay? It's getting hot in here. Miss HLS said, Native, where's my sis merch? It's coming. Did you hear the announcement? I just said I need her particulars. If she can send that to me, I can get it out this evening. And then hopefully by next week, sis will have her stuff, Miss HLS. Okay? All right? Y'all don't beat me up. Okay? Don't beat me up. Sleepy Libra 17 is here and says, hey, 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 everybody. Hello, Sleepy Libra. And then right behind you, I got another Libra. Libra Lady is here. Says, hey, 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 hello, Libra Lady. How are you? Bridget Girl in the building says, happy Friday, Native. Hello, Bridget Girl. Happy Friday. Right back to you. Busy B is here. Says, hi, everyone. Hello, Busy B. How are you? I got, let's see, Patty Patty in the house. Hello, Patty Patty. How are you doing? Who else is here? Bevy C is here. Bevy C says, hey, Native and Tribe. Thank God it's Friday. Indeed, Bevy C. I hope you are having a good Friday up to this point. Ain't no fun when a rabbit got the gun, says, love y'all. Hello, hello, hello. Love you right back. Okay. Mixtress Monica in the building says, hey, Native, hey, Tribe. Hello, Mixtress Monica. How are you? Virtuous Center says, LOL at the title. What song you need 12? She do. She needs $12. She needs $12. Even if she's watched the Tasha K thing, I can imagine that wherever she is right now, she needs $12. She just got a new car, Virtuous Center, and I'm pretty sure that right now she's trying to find $12 to put into the gas tank. I'm almost positive, okay? So the title is real. She needs $12. She just do. She do. So I ain't need $12. Ray Della Lewis says, hey, hey, hey. Hello, Ray Della Lewis. How are you? Melanin Monroe says, hey, y'all. Hello, Melanin Monroe. How are you? Wow. Look at Dimples Wimples Tribe. If I do not get my Cahoots gift, please send all cash apps to me. Dimples Wimples 504 is compensation. Thank you. Look, Dimples Wimples, you're going to get it next week. You'll have it next week, okay? Why where Jackson the basketball at? Because that's gonna be the next person to give me a hard time. Y'all just give me a hard time together. I don't understand. JMM55 says sign hen is just a little dog barking a bunch of horse shit. Yeah, that's about right, JMM55. You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied. Prominent woman said not biting with that jagged edge tooth. Ooh, Sonya, they taking you catching some strays over here, Sonya. You catching some strays over here. T baby 74 said it's the weekend, baby. Hi all. It is the weekend, T baby. So I hope you got some good stuff planned. All right. No 504 said Native, please don't show that picture again. Her teeth are horrible. I don't know which picture you're talking about. Are you talking about this picture? This one right here? Because see, more important than the teeth being horrible are that nail that has no nail bed. How the hell the nail just comes straight out your finger like you an X-Man, specifically Wolverine? I don't know 504. Listen, you telling me don't show this picture. I won't. Okay. I won't. I won't show the picture. All right. But I was just trying to make the point that she was all bark, no bite, but if she did bite, it would be just as scary as her bark. So, I'm just saying it's all scary. It's all scary. Okay. Let's see who else is in the building. Make it rain. NYC, Florida is in the house. Well, look who's here. Victoria is here. Hello, Victoria. She says, hey, Tribe. Hey, how are you doing, Victoria? Hope you are doing well on this Friday evening. Granny the Great is here. Says, hey, Native and Tribe. Hello, Granny the Great. How are you? Who else? I got Tam Tam in the building. All right. Happy Friday, Native and Tribe. Hello, Tam Tam. I got Facts to Feather in the building. Says, hey, hey, all. Siri Colette is in the house. Says, good evening. Happy Friday. Hello, Siri Colette. Hope you are doing well. Kyla K in the house says, hey, happy Friday, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Let's see. Dimples Wumples says, I must say the tribe has some beautiful people in this chat, and I must agree. Dimples Wumples, absolutely. My tie is in here, says hi, Native and Tribe. Hello, hello, hello. Let's see. The only Tyrone Biggums is here and says, what's up, kinfolk? Hi. The only Tyrone Biggums. Hope rehab is going well. Hope that's working out for you, Tyrone Biggums. Okay. Hope you're doing okay. All right. Vanessa Mobley in the house says, hey, Native and everyone, happy Friday. Well, hello, Vanessa Mobley. How are you doing? It looks like you are smiling bright, all right, in your picture. I hope you are having a great Friday, and I hope that you have a great Friday evening over here with the native tribe folk. We got Houston Foodie in the house. Did she not watch the interview? I don't know Houston Foodie because the way this helper keep talking about, I ain't watched it yet. I ain't watched it. And look, Houston Foodie. Here's the thing. Nesto is like, well, did you see it? Did they mix it up? Is she messy? Is she? I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it yet. Because she ain't got $12. She trying to go over somebody else's house and watch it and hope that they got $12. So Houston Foodie, I don't know. But in case you all don't know, Houston Foodie is another content creator over here in this YouTube Nesto cinematic universe. Y'all go check out my friend Houston Foodie. She's doing some good stuff over there with Nesto. See, I don't really do like the paperwork and all that other stuff. I just crack jokes, right? So if you want to get in depth, right? If native don't get deep enough for you, y'all go check out my friend Houston Foodie because she gets a little more in depth than I do. But thank you so much for being here this evening, Houston Foodie. Peekaboo is here. Says, hey, native and tribe. Hello, Peekaboo. How are you doing on this Friday? Let's see. The real VB in here. The real VB Law and Order Certified says, what up, though? What up, though? See, I know how to do it, the real VB. I know how to do it. I do. I really do. I do. What up, though? Sound like I'm from 8 Mile. Yeah. This guy's a gangster. His real name is Clarence. Okay, I know how to do all that. The real VB, thank you so much for being here today. Rainbow with the member milestone has been a member for 4 months. Thank you so much for rocking with your boy for 4 straight months. Says thank y'all for my baby birthday wishes. Absolutely, that's what we do over here. That is what we do. All right, Reeves Samov's mom is in the house. Okay. Dimples Wimples, feel free to add your cash app, okay? It's coming, Dimples Wimples. Damn it, man. Miss 215 representing Philly in the house. Hello, Miss 215. How are you? AK's POV is in the house. Says good evening, Native and Tribe. I got my shipping confirmation on Wednesday for my tribe merch. ETA is Monday delivery. Yes, indeed. We getting them out, Dimples Wimples. I'm telling you, we're getting them out. All right, we getting them out. West Side Story. So y'all gonna leave Native alone. Thank you. Y'all leave me alone. Thank you, West Side Story. Somebody got my back. Thank you. You see Dimples Wimples, West Side Story got my back. Okay. All right. Facts to Feather says, question, will you be doing any purple shirts, tanks, or hoodies? If purple is a color that you are requesting, Facts to Feather, I can absolutely go in and see if purple is available. It actually depends on the design, if the purple will go with the design, and it also depends on the manufacturer if they stock purple in. But Facts to Feather, for you, I will go in and I will check to see if what we can do about adding purple, and I'll let you know. Okay. Shay D says, hey, y'all coming in hot. Hello, Shay D. Thank you for being here. Now, Denise Marie has gifted 5 Native Tribe Urban Media memberships. Thank you so much for your generosity, Denise Marie. And if you received a membership, please thank Denise Marie for her generosity in helping the tribe grow. And if you are one of the 5 that did receive a membership from Denise Marie, all I can say is if you come in and you're gonna put your feet up, then take your shoes off first. That's my only request. All right. But everybody, welcome our 5 new members. Also, welcome Denise Marie as a new member. We got new members all over the place, y'all. We got new members all over the place. This tribe is growing. Okay. We are growing. I got to the back ball in. Says, hey, Native mods and chat. Hello. Blue Bear is in the house. Thank you so much for being here, Blue Bear. You might get rabies, says Muffin 218. Might, it's a guarantee. SNW says, hey fam. Hello, SNW. How are you? Phoebe, thank you so much for the super chat. Phoebe says, hey. Well, hello to you, Phoebe. How are you doing? How is everything going in your neck of the woods? Them folks say it's a nail that comes out of her knuckles. Oh, just Nikki, we gonna get Dimples Wimples together. See, Dimples Wimples, I don't know why you showing out. You know doggone well I'm gonna get you taken care of. All right. Malka Bashur Moshe says, oops, sorry, I'm late. Peace chat. No, you are not late. You are present. Thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate your presence. Thank you. Talk to TK is in the house. Bella says, hey, well, hello to you, Bella. How are you? South Florida lady. South Florida lady, where you been? South Florida ladies in the house says, hello, Native and Tribe. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you. We got to in the house. Thank you for being here. This is True is also here. Ms. Lady has come into the building. Shay B says, I'm so happy it's Friday. I may drop tears of joy. Just do not drop them on my furniture. Okay. Ms. HLS says, Native, we're gonna fight you over this merch. Okay. All right. Thank you for letting me know. Leo Lady 251 says, good evening, my Gulf Coast brother. Hello, tribe. Good evening, my Gulf Coast sister. How are you? Cross Country Cruiser is in the building. How are you? How are you? Okay, facts to feathers. She says, but why does she need to see an interview where she was present? Because remember, she gonna sue everybody. Everybody gonna get a lawsuit. Tasha K gonna get a lawsuit. The producer's gonna get a lawsuit. The blogger's gonna get a lawsuit. Legacy Moon gonna get a lawsuit. Houston Foodie gonna get a lawsuit. All she gonna do is sue everybody that twists the story, twist the narrative, don't play with his freedom, all this shit. So if you're going to say that this woman is messy and that she is going to totally just edit your interview to make you look bad and make Nesto look bad, you got to see it. You got to see it. You got to put the money down to see it. But this heifer don't got $12, facts to fellas. So somebody need to give her $12. Okay? Somebody need to give her $12 so that she can see what the hell is happening with Tasha K in the interview. But she keep putting it off. All right. Barukwa. So you tested my gangster with this name. Barukwa. Am I saying that right? I don't know. But Barukwa is in the house and says, hello, Native and Tribe. How are you? Thank you for being here on this Friday. Okay. Let me see. CJ says, seriously, though, how do you ask Whoopi to pay to watch a movie she starred in? Could Boney have been dry begging to get Nesto to ask Dion or Dre to cash out her some money to watch it? I mean, look, CJ, could Tasha K have given her access to the damn thing? Yes. Did Tasha K do that? No. Did Tasha K think a $12 membership to watch an interview would be too much? No. And is it? No. So I don't know if she was dry begging. I don't know what the hell she was doing. I don't know. Her diaper was probably full, so she was probably wet begging. All right. And that sounds disgusting because, well, it is. Lady Janice is here. It says, blessings, everyone. Hello, Lady Janice. How are you? I got Ducky Dexter. Even if I start to sing, leave me alone. Okay. All right. All right, Denise Marie. I see you renewed. Thank you for doing that. I do appreciate that. Nikki G says, good evening. I received my tribe merch, such great quality. Well, thank you, Nikki G. I tried to only send the best and only put my name and my logo on the best possible products. Okay, that's just the way I roll. All right. Miss Apple Pie says, hello, Native and Tribe. Hello, Miss Apple Pie. How are you? Diva Shani in the building says, hi, Native and Chat. Hello, Diva Shani. How are you doing on this Friday afternoon? Is everybody here and accounted for? All juiced up is here. Says, hey, Native, what did I miss? Who needs $12? Sonya needs $12. And we're going to go over why Sonya needs $12. Okay. I'm good. I mean, me personally. Okay. I'm good. But Sonya, Waller Durham Jackson III, is in need of $12 to watch the interview. Okay. Borica said it stands for Puerto Rican woman. Okay. So it's Borica. I'm just trying to make sure I'm spelling it right because I'm not bilingual. Is it Borica? Am I saying it right? I don't know. I hope I am. Okay. Just correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. Just correct me if I am wrong. Okay. All right. So the paparazzi is here. Says, hey, Native, I'm late. I cannot stop laughing at this title because I was thinking the same thing when I heard this call. Somebody give this help for $12. Somebody give this help for $12, please. I was close. Okay. Okay. Let me see. Hold on. I am determined to get this right. Hold on. Let me see. Let's see. How to pronounce. Hold on. Because I'm going to, let me see. Okay, let me see. What is it? Boricua. Boricua. Okay. I got it. Boricua. I learned something tonight. Learn something tonight. Hello, Boricua. Huh? Borica. Borica. Okay, see, I'm getting too fancy. I'm getting too fancy. Phoebe says native of the Big Pun song when he chanted Borica. Look, I didn't say that part. I didn't say that part. Oh, wait. Borica said no. Oh shoot. I'm not saying it right. Oh my god. Oh my god. Y'all, I'm bad at Spanish. Hold on. This is Boricua. That's wrong. Boric, 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 Borica, Borica, Borica. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I'm sure. Yeah. No. Phoebe, I know the song. I just stopped singing the song at that part. That's the part where I just did the two-step. See, when they got to the Borica part, I was doing the two-step during that part. Okay. But the only black but not bitter, I didn't sing that part. I never did. Okay. All right. I know the song, Kyla K. I just stopped singing the part. At that part, I just did the two-step at that part. You see what I'm saying? Like I was just, I was feeling it. All right. I sang all the other songs. You nasty twin, I don't care. I did the whole thing, but then when it got to that part, I stopped. Okay. All right. I'll listen to it again. Okay. I will do better. I will do better. I will do better. I'm just being real with you. I'm just being real. Sis be traveling. I just being real. I mean, I don't know. PW, why you always laughing at me? Damn, I fell out the clouds listening to Native Struggle, and it sounded like Connect Call all over again. I'm not Nesto. I am not Nesto. All right. I will work on my Spanish, but today we are going to work on some English. And the English that we are going to work on is in this call. We are going to listen to the badass, all right? The badass called Sonya Waller Durham Jackson III. Yes. She is going to struggle with trying to watch this interview. Okay? All right? This is a struggle call, y'all. All right? Now she told Melanie Monroe, it was my favorite part too, because I did the two-step to that part. You see what I'm saying? Like well, you nasty twin, I don't care. I remember that part. I don't want to be a player no more. Yeah, Big Pun. Didn't find what he was looking. Yeah. I don't know how to roll an R, Ms. HLS. Okay, you're gonna have to teach me that. All right. Borica, Morero, Bori. That's what and then I stopped saying it because I figured I was saying it wrong. So I let that part go. Okay. All right. I did. Okay. Dimples Wimples 504 said if Native did the two-step, I did the Harlem Shake. Well, then you was Harlem shaking because I was two-stepping to that part. When that part came on, I was getting it. I felt I was thinking. Yeah, I was doing the whole thing. Muzzle on that beat. Oh, okay. All right, y'all. Let's Virgo Cali in the house. Hello, Virgo Cali, all the way over there on the west side, California. Love in the house. Thank you so much for being here, Virgo Cali. We are just about to get into this call. We're going to listen to Sonya, and we're going to listen to all the Sonya. Sonya about to cuss all y'all out. Sonya about to cuss all y'all out. Okay? Y'all didn't know that Sonya was about to cuss y'all out, now did you? You didn't see this coming, did you? Watch this. Sonya gonna show y'all. You don't play with his freedom, Dimples Wimples. Okay? Ms. Lorraine, don't play with his freedom. That's what you're not gonna do is play with his freedom. Dimples Wimples said, I cuss back. Okay, all right, that's fair. That's fair. But look, all I know is Sonya said y'all talking about her a little too much. All right, y'all a little too involved with what she do with her little scrawny body. Ducky Dexter, she said that that y'all worried about who she fucking and sucking. See, and that ain't what you supposed to do. All right, she gonna cuss y'all out if y'all keep messing with her. All right, Karen, let's say baby shark do. My 5th grade brain done been exploded. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Thank you for being here. GC, why y'all always got to talk about? I can't have no fun. Why I can't have fun, GC, on my channel? Why? Damn it, man! It's Friday. Y'all might hear some songs tonight. Okay, all right. Let's listen. Here we go.
The calls in this video are from a few days after the Tasha K show. Sonya vents and Nesto talks about a 30-page letter that he received from his attorney. Take a listen.
Hello.
How you doing today?
How are you?
Good. I just called the other one that didn't answer.
I was getting out my purse because I was in Houston, and I was I was trying to get it out this purse, and this purse is kind of hard to maneuver. So by the time I got it, it stopped.
All right, y'all. First time we gonna stop tonight, and I think it's important to stop. Okay, because hey, kind and fun. How are you? Popeye's Tribe Urban Media is here with the member milestone. Popeye's Tribe Urban Media has been rocking with me for 4 months. Says I have a few merch shipment labels I'm preparing. Thank you for working in the back room. Popeye's Tribe Urban Media. While you're back there, see if you can get some green beans on the menu. But I think it's important for us to stop right here because she said that her purse was hard to maneuver. Now, as a man, I've never carried a purse. It seems very straightforward. Okay. It seems like there is a bottom and there might be some pockets, and then you put things in it. And then when those things are needed, you reach into it and you pull it out. Now, that's my really simplistic idea of how a purse works. But then again, I am a man. Now, ladies, I need you to help me out. I haven't seen any of my fellas. I haven't seen Joseph Bullard. I haven't seen One Leg Off. I haven't seen Kingdom of Kush. I ain't seen my brothers. All right. So all I got in here is my ladies. Love y'all to pieces. Here's what I want to know. How hard is a purse to maneuver? How hard is a purse to maneuver? She said that the purse was kind of hard to maneuver. She couldn't get to the phone. He had to call the other phone because she tried to maneuver in her purse. Okay. And she couldn't get it. So, Tamara, do you have a hard to maneuver purse? Tell me that part. Welcome to the room. Do you have a hard to maneuver purse? Because she couldn't get to the phone in her purse because the purse hard to maneuver. West Side Story says she lying. Now, you know what, West Side Story? She does lie a lot. Okay, if we're being completely honest right now. If I'm being honest with you, okay, she lies a lot. But I'm trying to understand how hard the purse is to maneuver. Baxter Feather said the purse is junky. She walks around with a junky ass purse. Do you think there are diapers in the purse? Do you think that she has diapers in the purse? Low says she doesn't have a purse. That shit was in the back pocket of Thomas's jeans, or it's out of minutes. I like that. I didn't think about it being out of minutes. She does seem like a prepaid minutes type of chick, doesn't she? Boriqua says she said it was a makeup case. That is what she said. That is what she said. She said it was her makeup bag. Is it a purse? Is it a makeup bag? Is it both? Is it a diaper bag? Just Nikki seems to think so, because Just Nikki said purse equals diaper bag. I'm just saying, y'all. I didn't think that a purse will be hard to maneuver. But you know, what do I know? What do I know? I got Tyrone Biggums that says, I guess I'm nobody. Well, Tyrone Biggums, I mean, you know. Tyrone Biggums, my apologies. Okay, my bad. Sorry. Okay, sorry. Okay, I didn't mean to leave you out of the fellas conversation. Okay, but I know you're in rehab, so I didn't want to burden you with anything extra. Okay, all right. Okay. August Lady says, well, when you're 45 pounds wet, it may be hard. You gave her 45 pounds. Wow. You gave her 45 pounds. Okay. All right. All right. I am Coco says clowns need makeup bags. It would seem that way, right? It would seem that way. It would definitely seem that way. All right. I'm just curious. I know we just got into the call, but it just seems like little dummy couldn't find a phone in her purse. I'm just saying.
Ringing, so now that's fine. We got 4 on this one left, so we could just ride this one out and then start using the other one.
Okay, cool. How's your day going?
I got good. Oh my God. I just left the house. I got a babysitter, woohoo, because everybody was busy tonight. And I met Madison and Diamond up here at Houston. And so we're gonna go run over to Monticello's. I don't know how everybody pronounces it differently. And hang out for just an hour because I have to do some work tonight when my niece get off of work.
Oh, okay.
Because of all the messiness.
Okay. So it's more, huh?
I actually was listening to, I saw the heading talking about Shirley calls Sonya. And I'm sitting here like, what the hell is this? And so they're going to say, because me and you were talking, we don't do names. And we were talking about LA furniture. And because, she's in radio, they're going to assume it was Shirley. I'm sitting there like, okay, so y'all act like we only know one person that do one thing. Like, no, we wasn't talking about her. And why would she call me? It sounds dumb. That's why she asked me in the interview, you want to talk to Shirley?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking like, what would I talk? Like, you sound stupid.
No, Sonia, actually, what Tasha K asked you makes you sound stupid because what you said was that you were only friends with him and that you were worried about his freedom. So if we are to believe you, Sonia, it makes sense that Tasha K would ask you, have you talked to Shirley? Because the only time that you wouldn't talk to Shirley is if you were doing something inappropriate behind her back. So the question, if you think about it, makes a lot of sense. That you would be teamed up with Shirley because that is her husband, you are her friend, you are the friend. And if you are only the friend, right? There are guys who have female friends. They may be from high school, they may be somebody they work with, but they are only acquaintances. It is strictly platonic. They've never slept with them. They've never done anything behind the wife's back with that person. Strictly friends. So if your concern is that his freedom is paramount, his freedom is the most important thing, don't play with his freedom. Why wouldn't you make an alliance with his wife since you all have done nothing inappropriate? Why wouldn't you team up with her in order to secure his freedom? The question makes a lot of sense. But what you did was you went ahead and you wanted to get defensive about talking to Shirley because you know damn well that y'all slept together. You are the mistress, you are the side chick, you are the side hen because chicks are young. All right? You've already acknowledged that. That's who you are. So what Tasha K in her experience in interviewing did was she asked a very common sense question in order to see if you would lie. She asked a common sense question to see if you would tell the truth. Now, what you did was you told the truth, which indicated that you had lied. Very brilliant, Tasha K. Very brilliant. All right. Very brilliant, Tasha K. Because if all you have is a friend that's over here trying to secure your freedom, I imagine, I don't know where, if my ladies are in the house, my married people in the house, if your husband had a friend that was strictly platonic and was interested in providing legal resources and legal advice, if they were simply friends, I believe that any wife would accept that help from a platonic friend, Sonya. But see, when you got something to hide, you're not going to be in touch with Shirley, with your lying ass. I'm just saying. Houston Foodie said, well, if it was little soulful silver one, she's lying. I'm just saying, Houston Foodie, does it make sense? Because, see, she's saying that, you know, well, why would I talk to Shirley? Because you want to secure his freedom. And Shirley has the access to the money to secure his freedom. So you would be checking in with her a couple times a week, asking about Nesto. You check in with her a couple times a week, trying to figure out what you can do to help, how you can be an ally. But that's not what you did, because you know damn well that that's what the fuck you was doing. Y'all was fucking. Let's be adults about this shit, Sonya. Let's be real about it. Lo said, yeah, I think maybe Nesto introduced them if she was just a friend, and I never heard these sick calls. Right. If she was just a friend, or Nesto would be able to say, hey, just like he told Dre. Now, Lo, do you remember when he told Dre about Sonya? Oh, she a mouthpiece. Oh, she got that mouthpiece. Oh, she knows this. She knows that. Well, why you telling Dre, Nesto? Why you ain't tell Shirley? Why you ain't tell Shirley all that? If y'all wasn't fucking. I'm just saying. I'm saying. Boricua said, bro, I'm gonna get it. Boricua. What? Boricua says, if she was just a friend, right? If she was just a friend, that's why you would contact Shirley, dummy. But you can't even get your own damn story together. You can't even get your own lie together. You can't get your own alibi together. Y'all ain't sleep together, but you just a friend. But why would you talk to Shirley, the wife? You talk to everybody else. You talk to Dre. You ain't say that. You ain't say, why would I talk to Dre? Why would I talk to Dion? Why would I talk to the son? But now all of a sudden, why would I talk to the wife? I'm just saying. Make that shit make sense.
Oh, they made it.
Like I was in Florida the whole time talking to him on the phone. So how would I that don't even make sense. You stupid. That was a dumb question.
So you need your hype man when you talk.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, but you know who we was talking about. So I'm sitting here like they act like they know all the players in the game.
They don't.
That's they don't at all. Like y'all know all the players, and then it was a call with y'all three on there. It's just stupid. How do we trying to figure out what's going on? Like you don't even know any. Like how? That's like me walking into somebody's conversation. Like yeah, I know what you're talking about. You don't.
No, you don't.
You could never.
So you
could never.
They don't play the whole thing. You don't heard the whole thing. Is that what you're saying?
I didn't hear the. No. I haven't heard the interview yet.
Oh.
But Maddie told me today that
you ain't heard the interview yet. What you mean you ain't heard the interview yet? When you said this, that she was gonna chop and screw and she was gonna cut it up and she messy. Remember all that? Sonya, I would think that as soon as the interview came out, you of all people, you the one that's gonna sue. You the one that told the producer, you okay as long as you don't change nothing. You good as long as don't nothing change. Don't change what I said and don't change what he said, and you safe. Remember that? Well, Sonya, how you gonna not listen to the interview as soon as it come out? I would think you of all people. How I heard it before you heard it. I heard it before you heard it, and you say that we are too invested but yet you ain't invested enough to put $12 on Tasha K books real quick so you can get a membership and hear your own interview. So you mean to tell me I'm more invested than you? That's how that works? Or you mean to tell me I got access to $12 and you don't? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Lo said it's funny how she calls people the wife and the son, but hates being called the mistress. Yeah. Yeah, she like to label everybody low, but she don't like to have a label. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? CJ says, and think about it, Erica was supposed to have been a friend, but Nesto said her name was Erica, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Erica, blah, 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 blah. I can't say it. And look, CJ, I was watching Legacy Moon video earlier, okay? And trust me when I tell you, that man can't read. So he probably could not pronounce Rothschild or Hughley or any of that. That man said, hello, I would like to thank you for representing me in all of my cases and keeping me knowing what was going on. I would like to say that the money that you are charging is for a murder. And I don't think that that's right. It is not my concern that you do not have the staff and the personnel in order to do the work. That's not what I said. And then CJ stopped and said, I don't know what I wrote right here. What you mean you don't know what you wrote right there? It's letters, it's words. Read the letter. So CJ, no, he didn't know how to pronounce none of that shit Erica had said was her last name. Erica, blah, 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 blah. Dumbass. You get me? Says, and if she's just a friend, why she's so upset about being asked if she talked to Shirley? Right. Right. She tells on herself. She tells on herself every single time. You wouldn't be that defensive, Sonya, if all you was a fucking friend, but you were a fucking friend, so that's why you got defensive. Infamous Silverback Stalker says, I have a married male friend. I am Facebook friends with him and his wife. See, Sonya, this is how normal people operate in the world when they are just friends. So could you stop lying to everybody? I'm just saying. Tell me that part says we know all the main players, and that's all we need to know. That's all we need to know. Look, Gabby Girl is in the house. Says, hello, everyone. Just pulled up to the house. Hello, Gabby Girl. How are you? Salt and Pepper Trust says, so over talking loud, fast, and wrong equals bad mouthpiece. She got a bad mouthpiece, Salt and Pepper Trust. Trina 2 says she's all talk. Yes, she is. Boricua. I promise by the end of that, I'm gonna have this. Boricua says, why wasn't she the first person to see the interview? You would think, right? After all the shit that she talked about Tasha K being messy, and she gonna chop it, and she gonna edit it, and she gonna move this answer to this question, and I'm a sue. It's gonna be a lawsuit. It's gonna be a lawsuit. You would think, right? You would think she'd be the very first one to log in, but no. Baby C says, slowly losing brain cells listening to these two. Look, Baby C, we're gonna get through this together, okay? All right, we're gonna get through this together. All right. Del Soul says, did she ever play the interview for Nasty? I don't know. I don't know if she ever raised that $12. I have no idea. Loving Life in the house says, I'm late. Hey, Native and Tribe. What up, though? Loving Life? How are you? Thank you so much for being here. No 504 said this helper here is pathetic. She is indeed. A murder charge price. That's what he said, August later. A murder charge price. My God. Baptize that ass is here. Says, hey, Native and Tribe, I'm late. You are not late. You are here. Lady Janice says that impression of Nesto. No, Lady Janice, that's what he did. Hello, sir. I want to thank you for representing me in all of my cases. I do not believe that the amount that you charge, which old lawyer charged $15,000 and you charge $35,000, that is a $15,000. Wait. That is a $20,000 increase. That is what a murder charge costs. Lord have mercy. And we're supposed to take him serious. He's supposed to be the businessman. And we're supposed to take him serious. And this is how he reads the woman he chose. This is how he reads. And I want to say that you are doing a very good job whenever I blow on you, because I blow on you and then you still come back and represent me. And I want to say thank you and hope that you have a good day. Y'all, it's the idea that somebody that reads that way, somebody that has these kind of charges, somebody that has spent his entire life. Think about it, like, y'all. This man is 60. This man is 60 years old this year. He went to jail when he was 57. This man has been going to jail since he was able to go to jail. When do you outgrow it? When do you outgrow it, Nesto? When do you say that enough is enough? I'm going to go legit. I'm going to change my life. I'm going to be a productive member of the community. I'm not going to be a menace to the community. I'm going to pray for the people, not prey on the people. When does that happen? When do you make that transition? Because damn it, you're 60 years old and you sitting your ass in the jail. When? It's too late, sir. It's too late. And then to go to Legacy Moon True Crime and Mystery Channel and listen to you read like a damn second grader. And you want to talk about folks on the internet in one room eating corn hash with no furniture. Well, guess what, Nesto? If they got some furniture, they would be able to read the instructions on how to put it together much better than you, sir. Much better. Okay? I'm just saying. How does it make sense? When does it stop? When does the cycle of criminality stop? When does Dre and Nesto realize that being a criminal and going to jail is not a rite of passage for Black men? That Black men can come up in our communities and be productive, and we don't have to go to jail. Now, are there unfair practices when it comes to the police and Black men? Absolutely. But see, here's the thing. When you are pulled over and brutalized by the police, that's not a choice that you made. That's a choice that the police made. Okay? So let's make sure that we understand the difference. Nesto is choosing to live this life. Nesto has chosen every single time that he went to jail. He chose that that's what he was going to do. Janetta says, I'm not going to be friends with a man without befriending the wife. What she is saying makes no sense, but she acts like everybody else is stupid. Exactly. That's what most stupid people do. Okay. Now, see, Tam, I knew you. So, Tam, here's the deal, right? Tam said, how dare you insult a second grader like that, Native? See, no matter what grade I say, Tam, if I would have said kindergartner, okay, if I would have said preschool, the same comment would have came. Don't insult the kindergartners like that. So I had to pick a grade, okay? I thought I was safe with the second grade, but you're right. You're right. You are so right. You are so right. Tell me that part said he could never assemble IKEA furniture. Look, IKEA furniture got pictures and he would get lost. He would get lost. Bevy C says he looks down on folks who make an honest living. Right. But go back and watch that video. And Bev C, it don't make no sense that you're going to sit on your high horse up in the Cobb County Adult Correctional Facility and you're going to say that me, you, and everybody else that we doing bad. We ain't got nothing going on. Well, guess what, sir? I can read. I can read very well. I can read very, very well at a collegiate level, sir. I can. You can't even read your own letter. I don't know what I wrote. I done rewrote it 50 times. How you rewrite something 50 times on one piece of paper, sir? You done erased it? Did you get one of them ice cream erasers that don't really erase anything? It just smell good Y'all remember them? Y'all remember them? Y'all remember them? They had them erasers, and they ain't really erase shit, but they was real nice looking. It looked like ice cream and cookies and shit, and they was erasers, but you couldn't really erase nothing with them at all. But they smelled good. Y'all remember them? Oh, am I the only one that remember them? Okay, all right, I remember them. Yeah, okay. April B say yes. It's Fee says, "Hey y'all, hello. It's Fee. How are you doing? I think that you are the Fee from the Fee and Nicole show. I believe that's who is in the house, y'all. Another great YouTube channel. Y'all go check out It's Fee over there. Okay. All right. Let's listen to some more of the little chihuahua. She about to get into it.
A couple of her friends who I was out with, who know me from being out with them, but didn't know about the situation, had caught her and was like, "Oh, that's that girl that be with us." And it was like, "Oh, we real mad at some bloggers," because they was mad, like they were saying that you know, I had my facts together and I came in there, you know, this, that, and the other, but and talked to how they did it, but I don't know how it, you know, how she tried to do the interview, how she actually played it.
Oh, you saying they said you had your facts together?
Yeah. They was, yeah, she was like, they was seeing you. They didn't even know. You know, they was like, they was seeing you. And I was like, well, a lot of people know how messy she is anyway.
So this is somebody, again, y'all, she has not heard the damn interview. She has not given up the $12. Does anybody have a 10 and 2 ones to give Sonya so that she can listen to the interview herself? Why would now listen, y'all, this is how you know that they lying. Okay. This is how you know they lying. Look, Aquarius Bay said lie, pants on fire. Right? Aquarius Bay, that's how you know she lying. Okay. Why, how coincidental is it, Aquarius Bay, that they use the same terminology? Okay, real nurse, okay, look. Real Nurse Jackie, you saw where I was going with this, right? The only person that says facts together is Nesto. What are the chances that the people that she talking to say you had your facts together? You have her, you had your facts together. That's what they said to her, Real Nurse Jackie. Thank you, Lisa Glaze. That's exactly what I was about to say. So you mean to tell me that these people talk and use the same expressions as your boyfriend that's in jail? That's what you're saying. That they walked up to you and said that you got your facts together. That you had your facts together. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I just don't. That dude 06 says I have my facts together equals trying to impress Nesto, right? Yeah, you had your facts together. Don't nobody talk like that but him. Don't nobody talk like that but him. Why she don't even know how to lie, y'all. She not even good at lying. Come on, y'all. What is happening? The woman he chose says, Lord have mercy, Sonya. My Ty said lies for 200, please, Native. That's what we got. That's what we got, my Ty. We got some lies. How about we do lies for $12, my Ty? All right. She don't need a whole 200. She just need $12 so that she can listen to it her damn self. Boricua says that's Sonia's IQ is 1 degree higher than Nesto. Sometimes I don't know, Boricua. I don't know who is dumber between these two people. Like, if you think about it, they are running neck and neck when it comes to stupid. When it comes to being dumb, they are running neck and neck. Who gonna win at the end? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, because when you think about it, it's like, well, he dumb and she dumb, and he can't read his own writing, and she don't know how to lie. I don't know. But you said 1 degree higher. Friday Child said this is the reason her and Maddie aren't friends anymore. Her friends were clowning Ponytail and probably said they want no parts. That makes sense to me. That makes sense to me. Nesto Shaka Shuffle Walker Shane says, how coincidental that they hang out together, but said that's that girl that hang out with us. They didn't even know her name. Yeah, well, yeah, you're right about that. You are right about that. I think it's kind of funny that, like, excuse me, instead of saying like hung out with my friends, it's funny that she got to say I hung out with Diamond and Maddie. Why you got to call their names out? Why must you call out Diamond's name? Why? This is like the 5th time she'd have mentioned Diamond. Okay, we get it. You know Diamond. So the fuck what? I don't care. No one cares. Nesto don't even care. I'm just saying. Psycho Bonnie said, play the letter call, please. The one where he was reading the letter. Maybe me and Legacy would do that, because that call was just, I literally had to leave the house. I literally had to leave the house. Wait, hold on. What now? Janetta says, I love y'all. This was a great way for me to unwind for the week. Ricky Smiley's raggedy lawyer filed a bogus bar complaint against me. Why, Janetta? What the fuck? Hell no. Do we need to get on Ricky Smiley? Is that what needs to happen, Janetta? What happened? My God. That's awful. Anyway, Janetta, please fill us in on the details and let us know and let us know what the hell happened with you and Ricky Smiley. I don't understand that shit at all. Let's listen to some more.
And how she twist shit. But they were like, right, they were in support of, our situation. And you too, because they was like, this chest out going in on her.
Say what?
And I was like, yeah, because he's a very mild-spoken person, but if you hit a button, and because it's been so much and so long of this bullshit, of course, any little thing at this point is going to set a person off. That's just what it is.
It is what it is.
And y'all give no fucks about, this is his life. And y'all on there just trying to, poke fun, and y'all trying to be bullies, and everybody talking mad-ish,
Okay.
And playing with, like, don't play with the case,
Right. That's right.
Don't play with the case, because there's nothing to play with. This is why, and
I'm just super curious as to how anything that me, you, Nesto Shaka Shuffle Walk of Shame, You Get Me, Sassy Experience, I don't understand how there is anything we could do or say that plays with the case. And I wish you would be more specific. Sonya, can you give us examples of where a social media blogger, influencer, talker, commentator, person in the chat, can you give me a case law, where people that did things on YouTube affected a case? How does someone play, as you say, with the case? Because we say that we think he's guilty. Are we not allowed to have an opinion, Sonya? Are we not allowed to say that we have looked at what he has done and what he has been accused of, and we can tell by the way that he talks to his wife and then talks to you, okay? Because you say it's all about his character. A high character man don't cheat on his wife. Now, I don't know what in me feels the need to say that again, but I will, okay? I'm going to say it one more time. A high character man does not cheat on his wife. All right? But you told us to check out his character. And when we did that, Sonya, what we found was that his character is extremely flawed. And not flawed in the way of he makes mistakes, but flawed in the way that he thinks that his mistakes are okay and he can repeat them over and over again. Sonya, that's what we found when we listened to his character. So what I'm trying to understand from you is, you want us to look at his character. We did, and we saw the flaws in his character. We saw that he's talking to you, and he's talking to the woman that thinks that he is her husband. Okay? That's what we found. So when we found that, we immediately made a decision on his character. I think that we were fair when this first came out, and we tried to gather all the facts. Okay, we tried to gather all of the facts so that we could be fair about this. But what we did was, when we gathered those facts, Sonya, what we found was that there was a lot of stuff that didn't make sense. There's a lot of stuff that doesn't make sense, and one of those things that doesn't make sense is that this man is innocent, but yet he can't seem to get out of the jail. Dre even asked you, how is it that you still in jail if they ain't got no evidence and you ain't doing anything? How come your lawyer can't tell them that there's no evidence and that you need to be let free? Very good question, Dre. I give you props for being smart for about 3 or 4 minutes. All right. So see, Sonya, we can't damage the case. What we can do is we can examine the case. And when we examine the case, we look and see what's going on with the facts, with the evidence that we've been presented as the public, and with these phone calls, which were legally obtained by phone calls from prison and distributed here in the YouTube streets. That's what we did. That's what we did, Sonya, and that's all we've done. Now, let me tell you who has damaged the case. Oh boy, you're gonna like this. Hold on, Sonya. Sonya, let me tell you who ruined the case. All right, listen, y'all, listen. I'm going to show you all who ruined the case. All right, you ready? On 3, everybody. 1, 2, 3. This is who ruined the case. It was you. Oh, hold on. Wrong picture. I did not mean to put up your teenage picture. Sorry. Let me show you who ruined the case. Butterscotch the Clown ruined the case. And let me tell you how you ruined this case, Sonya, because you put him in places and put evidence in his hands. See, and all your bluster and trying to be zesty and trying to defend your man, right? You gave prosecutors a lot to go on. So what has happened, Sonya, is that, see, I'm not on a recorded phone call when I talk. When I speak, my phone calls are private. When I speak, I don't have global tel link. I don't have any of that. So, Sonya, if anybody ruined the case, it's the person who was on the recorded phone call putting the evidence in his hands when it came to the CP charges. It was the person who decided that you wanted to go out and find bank records and give the prosecution breadcrumbs on where to look for things, Sonya. It was you who played with his freedom. It was you who decided that you couldn't talk in code. It was you who decided that you had to talk all the time. See, now in this particular photo of you, Sonya, it looks like you can't speak at all. And I guarantee that once Nesto gets that sentence, he gonna wish that you had never spoke at all. I'm just saying. Yeah. Wait till he find out that it was you. You're gonna be looking like this. Yep. When you find out how much your big mouth got him extra years and ruined his case, that's how you gonna be looking. And you know how he gonna be looking? He gonna be looking like this. You gonna be exploded this man brain, but that's what's gonna happen, Sonya. No, we didn't ruin the case, Sonya. We have no way of doing that. However, you have, and you have done that well. All right. Now, I got to go back because I got to find out. Where is Janetta at? Let me see. Let me see. So you got the bar complaint from Ricky Smiley, Janetta. What happened? Let me see. Janetta said, April B, they are bullies. I filed one on her too. In 11 years, I've never gotten any complaints, so I was shocked to see that this morning. Wow. Wow, Janetta. Wow. That's a lot. That is a lot. Janetta, we are not like family. We are family, Janetta. All right. We are family and we are with you, whatever it is. Let me see. I think you said, hold on, I think you said that there was that there's a petition. We're gonna see about that, okay? Lady Janice says, for some reason, Sonya wants us to believe her and not the court documents. Even if we did, it doesn't matter. In the court of law, she must think we Nesto. I don't know who she think we is. All right. Lisa Glaze says, if you could sign my petition, that would be amazing. Look, Jeanette, if you got a petition, please let us know how we can find that, so that way we can absolutely put our hands on that and we can sign that for you, because I will be glad to do that. Let us know how we can find that, Janetta. That'd be great. That would be great. Sassy Experience says, in her desperation to be relevant and needing attention, she spilled crumbs on YouTube blogs, her own little channel, and everywhere else. Absolutely, she did. Absolutely, she did. What's that story? What I do? What I do? What's that story? What I do? I don't know what I did. Okay. Janetta says, I filed a JIC complaint against the judge. She's biased. Man, Janetta, this is sad. This is sad. But Janetta, just let us know what we need to do, okay? If we need to sign something, let us know how we find you the petition. Whatever we need to do to stand behind you, Janetta, we will do over here. Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walker Shame says, Sonya Nesto's case was wrong because you put shit stains all over it. You try to get credit from Krell by selling your dry sour puss. The only wet sensation is your nasty mouthpiece, bitch. It's you. It is. It is indeed. Hello, One Pepsi. How are you? Let me get Crazy Man off the screen real quick. Okay. I'm gonna get Crazy Man off the screen. All right. And there's Crazy Man again. Ain't that some shit? All right, let's listen.
And this is why. Mm-hmm.
No, I said, I'm surprised they let it play the whole thing that men never talk.
I don't. Well, I'm sure they probably edit or cut some stuff out. I don't know. I gotta look at. I'm gonna listen to it tonight. That's what I am going to do. I'm gonna listen to it tonight and I'm gonna record it.
Okay, I sent you.
You know, that's what I did.
I know you do. I sent you.
Yeah.
I sent you.
Yeah.
My nephew play football, but he worked.
Mm-hmm.
Used to work for me, but.
Yeah.
That's what gonna tell you.
Y'all heard her do a thing, right? She did a thing. That's how you know when Zesty thinks some shit funny. When little Zesty thinks some shit funny, she does.
Or cut some stuff out. I don't know. I gotta look at. I'm gonna listen to it tonight. That's what I am.
She gonna listen to it tonight. Now y'all heard her, right? This is December 2nd, 2023. She gonna listen to it on December 2nd. That's what's gonna happen. Okay.
I'm gonna listen to it tonight and I'm gonna record it.
Okay, I sent you.
You know, that's what I did.
I know you do. I sent you.
Yeah. Jet Black Straight. Why she laugh like that? Tanya be here, be here. Hello, Tanya be here. Tanya be here. Why she laugh like that? Nah. 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 I don't understand. My tie, I just asked the question. I don't understand why she laughed like that. That sounds crazy. Karen S., I ain't trying to bust your stitches. Karen S., you know what you get when you come over here, okay? You know how we do over here, Karen S. Nah. Nah. I just didn't. Oh, she think it's cute. Oh, okay. All right. It's not. It's not. It's definitely not. Infamous Silverback Stalker says, I can't wait for the trial when the prosecution reveals how the ops Sonya helped their case. Exactly. Exactly. And guess what, Infamous Silverback Stalker? It's going to be this look right here. It's going to be this look right here on her face. When they say Sonya said, and by listening to phone calls, and by this the look that's going to be on her face. Okay. That look right there. Now, this is going to be the look on the side of her head. All right. All that's going to be gone. The doors are going to be off. Okay. But when she find that out, Infamous Silverback Stalker, this is going to be the look on her face right here. Right here. Okay. Lord have mercy. Let's listen to some more. Yeah.
I sent you my nephew play football, but he worked. Used to work for me, but and that's the one gonna tell you everything that's going on in that person.
With that incident?
Yes. You got it?
That's the one that came to the rescue when she got beat up?
Yeah.
Took the picture of her? Yeah, her. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So, gotta find his Instagram. You can call You can call Junior. Junior should have it. Because he on TikTok and but you find that, that right there gonna, yeah.
I'm going to go get the police report on that, too. On all of that.
Oh, yeah.
That police report on all of that, because that's part of her character.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
that's part of her character.
Okay, so it's out there then. So, okay.
You do your part, I'm going to do my part. You know what I'm saying? You study and make sure when you're in court, you know what it is, you know?
But wasn't your part supposed to be listening to the thing because he in jail and he can't listen? Wasn't that your part? This how it confuses me, the woman he chose. I don't understand. I really don't. I really don't. But here's what I do understand. I do understand that Music in My Heart has become a member of the tribe. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for joining the tribe. I do appreciate you helping this family grow, this tribe grow. We are trying to be the absolute best destination here on YouTube. That is what we're trying to do. Now, we're a little small right now, but guess what? We're going to get bigger. It's going to keep increasing, and it's going to keep increasing because of people like Music in My Heart. Thank you so much for your support. Now, I only got one rule. If you come in and you're going to put your feet up, take your shoes off first. Thank you so much for joining the tribe. Music in My Heart. Y'all welcome our newest member, Music in My Heart. Thank you. Rossi says she is dumb. Yes, she is, Rossi. Yes, she is. Ms. Lady says no matter how much evidence comes out, you know she's going to downplay it like Fox News downplay our 401k's tanking. I digress. You ain't got to digress over here. You sure don't. You ain't got to digress over here. Nope. Janetta says, I represent the mother of the grandchild, and he was taking her through it. She was facing 25 days in jail. He is low down. Wow, Janetta, my goodness. Wow. Janetta, keep fighting, all right? Keep fighting. Keep fighting. We need folks like you to keep fighting. Thank you for all that you do for everyday people to get justice. Thank you. You get me, says Sonya doesn't know how horrible she sounds to have so much venom for the young girl. She doesn't care. And I think that's the thing, is that she doesn't care. You know. Wendy Shaw says not being able to fight off a mob, excuse me, is not bad character. It's not. It's a damn shame that this is his quote unquote evidence, that he's such an innocent man that he has to rely on a video that hideous, you know. Janetta says, I pray this channel continues to grow. This is a great place. Thank you so much, Janetta. I do appreciate that. Those kind of words mean a lot to me. Thank you. I appreciate that. Sis B Traveling says, laughing like Woody the woodpecker, fake ass, ill-educated legal beagle. Just crazy. Yeah. You know what? Sis B Traveling, it's funny because I always say that Sonya is what a dumb person thinks a smart person sounds like. And if you think about it, Nesto really thinks that she is just absolutely so smart, just smart. But then people like us, Sis B Traveling, we know that she dumb because we know actual smart people. So we sit next to, we work with, our colleagues are, our peers are, our relatives are. We are in proximity to smart people, but we can tell that Sonya is not. All right. I don't know about Yvette. You know, I've only heard Yvette talk a few times, but we do know that she sits very close to somebody who is also low IQ. All right. We do know that she gets very close to somebody that is very low IQ, Sis B Traveling, somebody that cannot put the S on the end of Williams. She calls him Ernest William. See, the S on the end of William turns it into a last name, Sylvia, in case you want to know. But this is her friend. So see how birds of a feather seem to flock together. Yeah. But Nesto swear that she's super smart, just super smart. The woman he chose says, and we are smart people. That is why we get along so well, tribe. My tribe gets along so well together because, see, we're all intelligent people that come over here. We don't mind hanging out with each other over here. You know. My child said, I think that was Yvette the other week playing guard dog. Could have been. Could have been. Who knows? She might not even be friends with Yvette, because I promise you, Sonya don't seem like somebody that can keep friends very long. I'm just saying. Look how quick Big Mustard was gone. Mustard on our beat. Oh, remember that? Remember Mustard on our beat? Remember that? Remember she did the video with Mustard on our beat? Remember that? Uh-huh. They ain't friends no more. Her and Madison ain't friends no more. She don't keep friends very long. So who knows if Yvette ain't got tired of her shit by now? I'm just saying. I'm just saying, son, you got a track record. You got a track record. We know your character, okay?
Yeah. I got it.
And I'll get the police report.
Okay. Well, you out there getting...
You already know how Fulton County ride. They like... And I found that article yet again when I was telling you about the boy who got falsely accused of the murder, and then the guy came forward and said he did it, and they still had that boy in jail for 5 years after the guy who did it admitted that he did it. You know, and they still was like trying to fight, like, let him out. Like, I don't get that, how y'all just want somebody in jail innocent. Like, that's it's just crazy how cold the world is. And if I was rich, I wouldn't donate to nobody either. And if I was Steve with all the money he got, I wouldn't donate shit to the black community. I'll get a kid. You know what I'm saying? That'll be it. If you're not a child, I'm not giving it to you. That'll be the only.
She said she wouldn't donate any money to the black community. If y'all don't understand why I don't like this heifer, if there is any question why I don't like this heifer, is because she said she would only give to a kid. Okay? She said she would only give to a little black boy. Would you take anything from Sonya? Little black boy, I need you to chime in. I know you always look at me like that, little black boy, but would you take anything from Sonya? I'm just saying. So, little black boy, she says she wasn't get. Okay, so you don't want to talk about Sonya. Okay, all right, I understand. All right, so you know, anybody that would say something as horrific as this, you know, as a quote unquote black woman, right? All skin folk ain't kinfolk type black woman. It's disturbing because, you know, there are instances where, you know, people that I know, people that I've known have needed help. They have needed help. But you got people like this that would say they wouldn't help the black community. Well, guess what, Sonya? The black community got $12. Right now, Kimmy K, I would say that this black community, all right, this black and Puerto Rican community that we are in right now, this black, Haitian, Jamaican community, this mix of all shades of black, this black community right here in this setting, on these YouTube streets, Sonya, I guarantee we got $12. And I ain't talking about $12 amongst all of us, Sonya. I'm talking about I got $12, Prominent Woman got $12, Sonya B here got $12. We all got $12. And we all could listen to the Tasha K interview when it came out, and we wasn't even sitting there with Tasha K. Ain't that something? We all didn't have to have on a Karl Lagerfeld jacket, or they tell me it's a shirt. I don't know what the hell you had on. You look clown and you sound clown when you was on Tasha K. But that's not the point. Mixtress Monica, okay, $5 on the super chat, right? Sonya, see this right here? See what I'm saying? See, we got $12. We got $12. All right, we got $12, and I'm gonna tell you this, Sonya. The statement that you made about not helping the black community is what will guarantee you that the universe is going to make sure that you ain't never got $12. The universe is going to make sure that you always broke, and that you always on SSI, and that you always trying to find a loophole in the system to babysit some kids in order to get money. See, the universe is going to look out for you in the way that you look out for the universe, okay? So if you put out something that says, I would never help the black community, notice how your GoFundMe went nowhere. Notice how your YouTube channel went nowhere. Notice how your boyfriend ain't went nowhere and ain't going nowhere. I'm just saying, Sonya, it's not coincidence that the things that come out of your mouth tend to trap you. It's not a coincidence that the hate that you give has boomeranged back to you, Sonya. And I don't really like quoting The Color Purple because everybody quoted to death, but I'm gonna give you some Sealy right now. Until you do right by us, until you stop calling Black women bitter Black bitches, until you start respecting Black people in the Black community, Sonya, your boyfriend ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere. Your hair ain't never gonna grow. Your intestines ain't never gonna come back. Your titties is always gonna be flat. That eye is always gonna be blue to the left and blue to the right. The teeth ain't never gonna be right, Sonya. I'm just letting you know that as long as you are who you are, and as long as you say the things that you say, as deep and as rich as Black folks go, don't expect anything good to happen, Sonya. That's all I'm saying. Mixtress Monica, thank you so much for the super chat. Says the way she lies all the time can cause someone to get angry and hurt her, especially if her words could land someone in prison for life. My. That is a mouthful, Mixtress Monica, but that is absolutely true. The way that she goes so hard on a recorded line about people that she does not know and says things that she does not understand. You're right. You're right. Somebody out there ain't gonna play that. Somebody out there ain't gonna play that, and everybody ain't on your side, Sonya. That's all I'm saying to you. You must be careful. You must be careful with your words. Your words will come back to haunt you. And I think when it looks like in the case of Ernesto Williams, you know, they say he nasty. I believe that it has. I really do. But thank you so much for the super chat, Mixtress Monica. I do appreciate that. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. Phoebe says, Native, I don't give her super chat. Don't. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Danielle says she can't help the Black community. The only thing she can give someone is a bad infection. You are right, Danielle, but you know what? Here's the thing. She can't help the Black community now, and she never will be in a position to help the Black community. That's the thing. See, she keeps saying, she said, if I had money like Steve, son, you ain't never gonna have money like Steve. Hell, I'm surprised Steve got money like Steve, but definitely, Sonya, you ain't gonna ever have money like Steve. Like, not ever. Lion Mom said, a stupid criminal cheating Black man and his stupid side chick are scum to the white community as well. You know, it's one of those things. It's an OJ thing, Lion Mom. It's an OJ thing where you think that they love you, and then you find out at the worst possible time that they don't. The woman he chose says, and karma is going to find her absolutely. Absolutely. It's how it works every time, right? Say says, think of what people do that he is implying that I'm doing. Have I done any of that? She looked at my record. He was looking at the wrong records. That's my reputation. I got it cleared. You get me says, why is she always mentioning Steve? It's embarrassing because, you know, she likes to put the celebrities in her mouth. That came out completely wrong. Let me say it again. She likes to put the celebrities in her mouth. Okay. Lady Janice says, but didn't she ask Black folks for money for Nesto's bond? Dre Black, he is of the Black community. Sure did. Sure did. Did she not put out a GoFundMe and say that this case was the most important case in the Black community? But yet she's not going to help the Black community, but she wants the Black community to help Nesto? Yeah. Let's listen.
Part of Black community out because the Black community trying to destroy him. All of this that's going on is the Black community. That's all it is. The Black community trying to destroy him and everybody up under the umbrella of him. Because that's what she kept going there. And I'm like, I don't know that, man. Why you keep talking like I was like, you sound dumb. You're calling me the side chick. When has the side chick ever been, you know what I'm saying, with the wife and the husband? Like, y'all sound stupid. You keep calling me the side chick, but you act like I'm supposed to be cool with the wife.
Wow.
Like you sound dumb. Nothing of what you're saying is making.
But Sonya, if you're not the side chick, like you say you're not, then it doesn't sound dumb, right? It only sounds dumb if you are the side chick. Do you see what Tasha K did there, dummy? Okay, all right. I'm done. I'm done with that.
Any sense?
And making no sense. None of that shit making
Pick your poison. It ain't making no sense. Y'all all over the place. And she stopped speaking to him in July. She said she's divorcing him in September. And y'all still right with the side chick situation, knowing all these calls are not even romantic at all. It's just a conversation. What you doing? How your day? You know what I'm saying? So this is the killer part. I was in one of the things last night.
You know what?
That girl kept going, amen. She kept going, Jesus this and God and the church and all this, but you steady calling me a hoe. Y'all steady with the negative, derogatory.
All right. This is the part I couldn't wait to get to. Now, I know Nyla in passing. Me and Nyla have never had a conversation. I used to watch Nyla's channel all the time, throw up a few comments, and that's the extent of the relationship I have with Nyla. However, when I watched Nyla and when Nyla came on all the time, I was there, right? I think it's funny that Sonya can't understand irony. She can't understand something being ironic. She doesn't understand sarcasm. Because if you watch Nyla like I watched Nyla back in the day, seems like it's been a long time, right? She would say amen in a very sarcastic way. But see, Sonya, dumbass, listened to Nyla say amen and believed that Nyla was a part of the church simply because Nyla said amen. Nyla herself has said that she is not a Christian. Nyla says amen in an ironic state. Very sarcastic amen. I could appreciate the humor, right? But apparently, Sonya heard the word amen and thought that Nyla was professing to be a part of the church. Now, it tells me a couple things about Sonya. It tells me that Sonya did not listen to the entire show when Nyla was on. That she didn't listen to the whole thing. She didn't listen to the whole thing, Line Mom. She didn't. And so now she's saying that, oh, you're supposed to be a Christian. Look, Line Mom, if you know like I know, Nyla has said that that's not what she is. Okay? And if you don't understand irony and sarcasm, Sonya, that ain't nobody's fault but yours. That ain't nobody's fault but yours. But to me, I think it's very funny, Lion Mom, that that's what she took out of listening to Nyla, right? I think it's very funny that she doesn't understand what Nyla was actually doing when she would say amen. Nyla never said that anything about Jesus. She never said anything about worshiping Jesus. That never happened. I watched all of those shows, okay? So she has a problem with comprehension. And now she's flying. She's about to go off on the deep end about Christianity. And I think that it's actually funny. But no, it went right over her bald head, Line Mom. It did. Melanie Monroe says they are so doggone remedial. Yes, remedial is the word. That is the R word that we can use for them is remedial. West Side Story say now she's scared of Nyla and won't say her name. Exactly. Exactly. Say the name, Sonya. Say the name. You bad. You bad. TDC said Felicia can't read the room. Sure can't. Ducky Dexter says exactly. Nyla would say she wasn't a Christian all the time. Sonya, if you are listening to this, because I know you a fan. If you listening, Sonya, even Ducky Dexter understands that Nyla would say she wasn't a Christian all the time. So what the fuck are you talking about? I'm just saying. B says she doesn't look at the channels though, right? Exactly. Montaj said it went straight over Butterscotch's bald edge head. You ain't got no edges, Sonya. You ain't got no edges. Janetta says Sonya is slow. Yes. Just by what she's saying right now, Janetta, she's slow. Just by what she is saying right now, you know she's slow. She keeps saying amen and Jesus. Nyla never said Jesus. Nyla never said she worshiped Jesus, that she going to the Church of Latter-day Saints. She ain't never said none of that. All she said was amen. And little dummy went off the deep end. And later Janice says, and Nyla says she's not saved. She makes it clear her and Jesus ain't one yet. She said maybe in the future, but enjoying roasting people right now. That is exactly what she said. But Sonya, let's listen. Lady Janice, because I want y'all to hear how she goes off. Dr. Charles, not only did she already watch the interview, she analyzed it and is now regurgitating everything that happened. She's lying to Nesto because she doesn't like how she appears in that interview. Ain't that something, Dr. Charles? Ain't that something? Blue Sapphire says, don't forget Wisdom's daughter said amen too, and I think she was a pastor or something in the church. I could be wrong. Wisdom's daughter is a minister. So there's that. But she think Nyla is some kind of Christian, and I think that's pretty funny. That's very funny to me. Boys, Nana, she got celebrities. She always got celebrities in her. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Kimmy K said, I honestly think she's on the spectrum. Sonya, you on the spectrum? Now, Kimmy K, what would make you think that Sonya was on the spectrum? Kimmy K, I want you to look at your screen, whether you're on your TV, whether you're on your phone, your tablet, however you watching this right now, Kimmy K. And I just need, what would make you think that she was on the spectrum, Kimmy K? Why would you say that about her? Is it this picture right here that will make you say that, Kimmy K? I'm just curious as to how you came to the conclusion that she's on the spectrum. Is that it? Is this it? Is she on the spectrum, little black boy? Little black boy, she on? Yeah, I don't really want to talk about it either. Kimmy K, is she on the spectrum because you saw this, and this is how she walked out the house? I'm just curious. Or was it this? Which one made you think she was on the spectrum? Kimmy K, just curious. I'm just curious as to how you came to that conclusion. I don't know. Okay. Hey, Toria GB1, how are you? TDC, stop laughing. I'm trying to understand what made her think that Sonya was on the spectrum. I didn't know if it was this particular picture that made her think that. I'm just saying. Oh, Friday Child, thank you for making this point. Friday Child says she's on the dumb spectrum. Autistic people are highly intelligent. Ooh, Friday Child. Thank you for dropping the knowledge. Yes, indeed. But I'm just trying to understand, Friday Child. Do you think this picture right here puts on the dumb spectrum? Like, what's wrong? What's wrong right here? What's going on right here, Friday Child? What you think? What you think? What you think? I'm just saying. Yeah. Janetta confirmed that people on the spectrum have more sense than Sonya. I Revives. Hello. Thank you so much for being here, I Revives. I appreciate you coming in. I Revives, they say that Sonya might be on some spectrum. Do you I Revives, do you think that this picture alone shows that she might be on somebody's spectrum somewhere? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I mean, this picture is kind of telling. It's kind of telling, because who the fuck walks out the house like that? I that's my question. That's what I don't understand. But let's listen some more.
Derogatory comments. Y'all steady trying to tear a situation down, but you keep trying to put God in, you know what I'm saying, in your conversation. How can you sit there and be godly and at the same time be godly? You're trying to tear something down, and it stuff don't even make sense what you're trying to tear down. We could be talking about flying a kite, and she can come cut the tape and start talking derogatory about that. And it's like, but you're supposed to be godly. You keep trying to bring amen and Jesus and amen and church and the Lord and all this, but at the same time, you messy as fuck.
Oh, well, you got a lot to
messy as fuck. But you talk about, right, it's going on tonight, right? I had something to drink tonight. Oops.
So you had some drinks tonight, so that's the reason why you don't understand that this godly man that you talking to tore Shirley Strawberry down. Is that why you don't realize that at this very moment, that this godly man that you're talking to right now, this man who even you has said loves Jesus, this man who claims to be a Christian, who claims that that he was reading his Bible before he got locked up. Where the Bible lady at? Where Bible lady at? Bible lady in here? He claims he was reading his Bible before he got locked up. This man claims that he's a Christian. Do you realize that this Christian man tore down Shirley Strawberry to the point where she's sleeping on an air mattress? Sonya can't buy shoes. Sonya, do you realize that this man not only tore her down financially, but tore her down emotionally, probably mentally? Shirley Strawberry probably still healing from all of this shit that he put her through. Sonya, are you aware that this Christian man that you're talking to tore down a person? Because see, you said that the Christian people ain't supposed to tear down nobody. This man's schemes and scams have tore down a lot of people financially, mentally, and emotionally, Sonya, but you seem to be okay with that part. You good with that? You good with that, Sonya? You good? That's a good thing for you? You like that? I'm just saying. Just let me know, because see, I'm only going by what you say. See, you say that we twist your words and that we make a narrative. I'm going by what you say. And what I'm saying to you based on what you say is that the Christian people shouldn't be tearing people down. But Ernesto Williams claims to be a Christian, but tore down everybody in his path, including his friend, Dre. Remember Dre from the other day? Yeah. Remember you called him an idiot? Remember he told you all Dre business? Dre got his little feelings hurt, but then still decided to ride with his partner. With his partner. I'm just saying, DC Lively said he only went to the church because Shirley went. He needed a ride. Lady Janice said Sonya thought she was going to lie to Tasha K and she would go for it. She didn't. And she thought everyone was going to wrap their arms around her because she being a side piece is acceptable in her family. Ooh, Sonya, how you grew up? Lord of mercy. Lion Mom says, is she super stupid? And Nesto thought she was smart and ferocious. What does that make Nesto the biggest dummy in the Cobb County Adult Correctional Facility? I'm telling you. I am telling you. Psycho Boney says you beg that bum to like you. Sure do. Sure do. That girl said Nesto talked about Sonya too. Sure did. He surely did. Let's listen to some more.
Sorry. Right, and I was just like, y'all are fucking crazy with that shit. You can talk about me not being godly, but how about I'm way better being not godly than all you hypocrites that keep talking about God. Everybody's supposed to be a children of God, and you're supposed to love all the children of God because you're part of the church and all of this, that, and the other. But I can't tell, not when you sitting here spewing evil.
So, Sonya, I don't know where you went to seminary. I don't know where you went. I don't know if you got like maybe a seminary catalog or a seminary pamphlet from Temu. Maybe they slipped it in with your Temu order for your teeth and your titties and your edges. Maybe when you signed up for the hair club for men, they also gave you a pamphlet on religion, but Sonya, that's not how anybody's religion works. Nobody's religion is love, peace, happiness all the time. You know, there are Christians who work as a street. So, and people out of their homes, even though that's their occupation. Sonya, you have to understand the nature of humans and how, Sonya, that Jesus wasn't always the shortest. Jesus was betrayed. Jesus cried blood because he didn't want to be prayed until blood cut and dry. You don't know that, Sonya? You don't know that? You don't know that? Okay. All right. You might want to learn more before you open your mouth. All right. You might want to learn some more about how religion, Christianity, theology, how all of these things work before you come out here saying that everybody that goes to church is supposed to love Nesto and love you. See, when you have a senior pastor, that is the shepherd over the flock, Sonya. That means he is to protect the flock, Sonya. And what is he protecting the flock from? Is from people like Nesto. Okay? Lady Janice says Sonya holds everyone accountable to Christianity except Nesto. And I've been praying that I get a chance to talk to her and Sylvia face to face, since she won't talk to God. Let's talk, because I'm angry. You should be. You should be. You should be. I'm kind of angry too. Music in my heart says, hey there, native. Hey there, music in my heart. Let's listen to some more.
And talking mad shit about people.
Okay, well, go ahead on.
Like,
you need to take you a good sit tonight.
That's why I don't like I don't like the Bible toters. You know, the ones that always keep the amen and the God, and every conversation they want to talk about God, and they just steady spewing shit.
Okay.
Like, shut the F up with it.
Okay.
For real.
Okay then.
Y'all more dangerous than anybody. For real. That's why when people always talk about God and we not in church, and they keep talking about Jesus and this and this, oh, let me get away from you, because you're a problem. Because there's something wrong with you. Because that's, you know, and I stray from them people. I don't have a problem with people that just, you know, talk and blah, 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 blah.
That's a hell of a thing to talk about. You do know that, right?
It is. It is. You going to hell before me. That's how that goes. You going to hell before me, because the one thing I do is respect all human beings, living beings, and I don't sit there and degrade and talk about and try to bully and none of that, you know. But that's all y'all doing, and y'all know damn well. And she incites it. She incites the bullying. You know, she's like the ringleader of the bullshit.
Which one is this?
That's that one that put my mother's information and brother's information. That hoe.
Okay.
Yeah, she's talking about amen, and then I'm a hoe in the same sentence. Like, really, I'm a hoe? Girl, I gotta be fucking to be a hoe.
Hey, my piece ain't sharper than yours, and I'm telling you that right now.
No, it's not. And then talking about me shaking. I'm sitting here like, bitch, I done had a gun to my head. What the fuck am I shaking at an interview for? I didn't shake when I had a gun to my head.
Oh,
you talking about shaking at an interview?
You got a lot.
Man, you don't even understand. You don't even know. She don't even know my street situation. For real. It ain't even on paper. For real. For real.
Oh,
none of it. And it ain't even on paper. So you talking about the wrong situation. That's how that go. You talking about the wrong one.
Okay.
For real. That's what she doing. She's talking about the wrong one.
I'm curious, y'all. How many of y'all actually believe that Sonya is a gangster? Psycho Boney, do you believe that Sonya is a gangster? I'm just trying to, she said it ain't on paper. She said all of her gangster shit ain't on paper. That she's a gangster out here in these streets and don't nobody want none of her. I want to know that too, Melanie Monroe. Melanie Monroe asked the question I'm about to ask. What you gonna do? What you gonna do, Sonya? You weigh 86 pounds. You ain't got no edges. In the middle of your fight that you would have with a person, you would have to take a shit. you don't have the intestinal fortitude, right? Your digestive system would not be able to sustain a fight, Sonya. Melanie Monroe, I really want to know too. One punch to your gut, Sonya. If somebody was to punch Sonya in the gut, it would be a mess. It would be a shitty, shitty mess. What you gonna do? Be shitting and fighting at the same time, Sonya? You gonna shit and fight at the same time? Because that's what the hell? What gangster Sonya got? What gangster do Sonya got? I'm just trying to understand. All right. You mean to tell me that this thing right here gonna fight somebody? Okay. All right. You're a gangster, huh? You're a gangster. Even though you came from here. Now, look, let's not forget about your roots, Sonya. Let's not forget where you started at, all right? Started from the bottom, and now you here. Okay? Let's look at it again, y'all. Started from the bottom, and now you here. Okay. All right. But somebody's supposed to be scared of you. Melanie Monroe, I don't know what the hell. I don't know what the hell. You sound clown. Okay? You sound clown, pre-Pony Waller Williams say you sound clown. You are 86-pound gangster. You sound clown, Sonya. You sound clown. Go on over there with Bible Lady. Maybe she'll protect you. But don't come out here with folks that have probably been through some things and probably know some things and probably throw some things. Don't go through over here trying to fool us, because we know. We know. We can recognize the real. See, real recognize real, and you looking real unfamiliar, Sonya. That's all I'm saying. Okay? All right, calm down, calm down. I know you're trying to impress Nesto. I know that's the name of the game, is impress Nesto. Show Nesto that you tough. Show Nesto that you can do this. I get it, but you're gonna get your ass whooped for real. Stop doing what you're doing, or else you will get your ass kicked for real. There's people out here that kick ass. They just do. You know. I don't know when it's gonna happen. How it's gonna happen. All I know is that you need to just stop trying to make yourself sound like a gangster. Because see, here's the thing I learned about gangsters. When you proclaim to be a gangster, when you proclaim that what you got ain't on paper, there's somebody out there that will try your gangster. There's somebody out here that will try you, Sonya. What you gonna do then? I just don't know. All I know is you ain't got your guts ain't gonna last in a fight. Your guts, you know how you got to go to the bathroom every 5 seconds. Your guts ain't gonna handle a fight. That's all I'm saying. Lion Mom says she has all that mouth over the phone on Slow Rollers Lives. I would bet her and Nesto network she does not have that mouth in person. You know, I can't see it. Not out here in Atlanta. Not out here in Atlanta. Melanie Monroe, you know, you watch the Boondocks. Real recognize real, granddad. And you looking real unfamiliar. Sure enough. Sonya, I mean, YouTube has been dragging you from left to right daily, 2 to 3 times a day. I mean, the opportunity has presented itself. So now it's time. Now it's go time, gangster Sonya. What's up? What's up? I mean, look, I don't like talking about it. I like being about it. That's just me. I don't know. Let's let Book Nurse say word. Listen.
That's what she's doing.
What in you?
Catch me outside.
You got okay then. Well then, guess what? You got it. That's all I can say.
Catch me outside. That's what I'm saying. Catch me outside. Okay. Catch me outside.
What's the name of that drink you just drank?
A lemon drop.
She gonna let a lemon drop get her ass whooped. Ain't that some shit? Have you ever heard Aquarius Bay? She said, catch her outside. Aquarius Bay. She said, catch. I bet she runs to the car everywhere she go. Mixtures Monica has been a member for 2 months. Thank you for rocking with your boy for 60 days. Said Wooten Boneytail has other street activity. Ooh. She don't know how to look. She don't know she telling on herself, Mistress Monica, and we not gonna tell her that she telling on herself. Everything she done did ain't on paper. Okay, all right. It's gonna catch up to you. It's gonna catch up to you. TDC, why you called it lemon and sure? Why you did that? Why you said it's lemon and sure? Pre-Pona Waller Williams said you don't want that work. Stop it. She sure don't. She sure don't. But you know what? Some people like people like Sonya, you can't tell her anything. You got to let her experience it. She got to find out on her own. Just like with Nesto. We've been trying to tell her that Nesto has been disrespecting her, that he talks about her behind her back on the phone. She ain't listening. We all haters. And then what happens? We reviewed a call yesterday where he said she was fucked up in the head. Sonya, your boyfriend said that you are fucked up in the head. But you don't listen. You think everybody's a hater. Okay, cool. That's cool. Look, Book Nerd said, where was all the rah-rah to Will? Won't he do it, Wooten? Look, Will Wooten said, you can say whatever you want to, just give me my papers. Son, you remember that? Remember when you was when your gangster ass got served a subpoena and you gave Will Wooten everything he asked for? Where was all this gangster shit? Me and Book Nerd want to know, where was all this gangster shit at when Will Wooten gave you that subpoena? Just curious. I'm just curious, just curious. Just let me know what happened to all the gangsterism. Dr. Charles said she thought that she could come to Tasha K and do her big one. Tasha proved that you could put lipstick on it, give it a ponytail, and dress it up. In Karl Lagerfeld, a side hoe is still a side hoe. Dr. Charles, that is the comment of the night right now. Okay. Happy to be happy is here. Happy to be happy says, apologies for being late, but I'll make it up by hitting the late button. Thank you so much for being here. Happy to be happy. I do appreciate that. You are not late. You are present. Let's listen, y'all.
And listen, half of it's still at the bar. Half of it's still, because I don't drink. So half of it's still at the bar. I took like 3 sips, and I'm like, yeah.
Okay, well,
where are we going after that? I got a babysitter. Where are we going?
Okay, where you going? Home?
We're going to Monticello's. I don't even know how everybody pronounces differently, so I don't know. We're going to go there briefly. Me and Maddie going to go there, and then Dinah, she got to take care of, Diamond, Scrappy's ex.
What? That's who you with?
Diamond? Yeah, that's who I'm with. Yeah, so she got to go.
Diamond, Scrappy's ex. Diamond. Diamond, the girl that I'm way too old to be hanging with right now. Diamond. Diamond. Yeah, Diamond. Knuck if you buck, Diamond. Scrappy's ex. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, that's what I'm going. Yeah, that's it. Diamond. I have to say Diamond a bunch of times. Diamond.
Right. She had to take care of somebody that's ill in her family right now.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. He was my name.
Yeah. Oh, was he?
Yeah.
No,
that's what we told
that. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
they was taping on Tuesday. Not Tuesday, they taped Wednesday night, Love and Hip Hop. They was taping, her and Maddie was taping. Because Maddie's on there with her.
That's good. I guess you'll be on the next.
Listen, these mother effers, they had me so heat last night. I was sitting there listening to that shit like, I should turn this off. But at the same time, I have to address some of the things, but it's like, some effing idiot. But that's okay. Because come Monday morning, I'm about to shut everybody's shit down.
Oh, okay. All right then.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to call an attorney. I think that'll sound hard today. I'm gonna have to call an attorney on this shit. I have to shut some shit down. Because it's fucking with the criminal case. Fucking with his freedom. And that's the main priority right now. Y'all need to shut up about his case. Y'all can talk about all that other stuff. Stop talking about his case.
Yeah, that ain't good right there now. That ain't good right there.
Yeah, don't talk about his case at all. Don't talk about his case at all. Because they're not even investigating. This is the thing. Y'all talking mad ish about it, but you're not even doing the homework to even have an opinion. That's the problem. Because everybody out here can get accused of anything. And if you say just because you're accused, you're guilty, why even go to court? Why go to court? If an accusation means you're guilty, then let's just go straight to jail. It sounds stupid. Us law-abiding people, please, everybody break the law. Right? If you speeding, stop sign, everybody break the law. Feed the birds, feed the homeless.
Yeah, so Sonya, that might be true, but there's levels to this thing, Sonya. There are levels, and guess what? If I run a stop sign, it is not the same as me thieving by deception. Did you know that? Or did you think all the crimes were the same? Did you know that if I don't know if my tint is too dark, Sonya, that's a law, all right? But it's not the same as me having CP on my phone, or excuse me, my gold phone and the laptop, Sonya. It's not the same. There's levels to this thing, Sonya. There are levels, all right? There just are. It's not the same. Jay Blake says speeding is a violation, not a criminal offense. It's very true. It's very true. But see, Jay Blake to Sonya, it's all the same. Hey, Shay Bay, how are you? Psycho Boney says she's a wankster. She is. She's pretty not gangster. She's pretty not gangster. Look, Deanne said the only gangster she got is running her mouth. Cowards are all talk. Right. Exactly. That's exactly true. Now, Deanne, maybe you can help me with this. Can you tell me what became of the lawsuit between Sonya and Nyla? Can you tell me what the result of that lawsuit was? Because she was going to shut it down, Deanne. So, I know Sonya wouldn't just sit here and say some things that weren't true. So, do you know, Deanne, what the result of the lawsuit was between Sonya and Nyla? Maybe Prominent Woman knows, or that girl, or tell me that part. Do y'all know what the end result was? Because she was going to shut it down, because I don't remember it being shut down, but you know, I'm getting older and my memory isn't so great. So maybe you all can tell me what the result of the lawsuit was. Justin's mom, maybe you know, Boy's Nana. Maybe you know, because I haven't been able to find it anywhere. I spent a good portion of my day today looking for Sonya Waller Durham Jackson versus Grown Woman Vibes, and I couldn't find it. Can you all tell me how that ended up? Did she shut it down, y'all? Did she shut it down? Because she just said that she was shutting down. That's what she said. Do y'all know? Because I don't know. I'm looking for Waller Jackson Durham III versus Grown Woman Vibes. And I've been looking all day, Shebe. I've been looking all day, and I cannot find the lawsuit. Wait, no way, Trina 2. No way, GC. No way. She just said that it was time to get a lawyer involved. She was finna shut it down. That's what she just said. And y'all know Sonya don't be lying. Sonya tells the truth every time she opens her mouth. And so I know she wouldn't just sit here and tell Nesto that she was finna sue people and she wasn't finna sue people. That's not how she does. Deanne said, no, I don't recall it. And she's quoting Lil Woody. Look, CJ said Big Hoover couldn't even shut it down. Roberta could not shut it down. But I'm just trying to understand. We are looking at December 2nd, 2023, y'all. Okay. We are looking at December 2nd of 2023, where Sonya Waller Durham Jackson III said that she was going to shut it down. I just don't remember it being shut down. I just don't see it being shut down. Nouveau Richie said, but we can't find Grown Woman Vibes either. You're right. But Nouveau Richie, guess what? Ain't had nothing to do with Sonya. Look, channels go up, channels go down all the time, but I guarantee that Grown Woman Vibes ain't gone because of Sonya. And as a matter of fact, Nyla is back on YouTube. I'm just saying. What did Sonya do? What did Ms. I'ma shut it down do? I just don't remember the lawsuit that she's threatening. I don't remember it going to court. See, not taking it to YouTube as a complaint. I don't remember it going to court, and that's what she just said. I got to get the lawyers involved. Y'all help me out. I'm just saying, Aquarius Bay, she's talking a lot of shit. She's talking that big six, but she packing double blanks for all my dominoes players, right? She talking that big six, but she got double blanks in her hand. That dude 06 said an attorney costs more than $12. Then we know she ain't got $12. I'm trying to raise $12 for you, Sonya. Skater 75 says Anala has a website. Thank you very much. I'm just saying, make it rain. NYC said not a damn thing. So, am I to come to the conclusion, Sonya, that you ain't sue nobody? Because my people here in the chat, you know, they own it. They are on it. Okay, and my people in the chat said they ain't seen no lawsuit. Waller, Durham, Jackson III versus Grown Woman Vibes. I just don't. We ain't seen that. So I'm just curious as to what the fuck happened. Lion Mom says Nyla's covered Nasty Nesto and his bald head side chick story so entertainingly. Tasha K decided to partner with her and expand her brand. She's doing content for her app. Go Nyla. Shout out to Nyla, right? Shout out to Nyla. Nyla doing her thing, right? Sonya, as much as I know you can't stand Nyla, I know the hate. Ooh, hate. But guess what, Sonya? You ain't did nothing to her. You ain't did nothing to her. Boys Nana said, with all the lawyers, Sonya, Nesto should have been out years ago. Ain't it been some years that he should have got out? GC says she needs to sue her edges so they come back. Sonya, you need to file a lawsuit and get your edges back. Okay. All right.
Everybody breaks the law. Everybody breaks the law. There's so many laws out here, y'all don't even know about them.
Don't need nobody, because I got.
Don't even know. It's a lot of laws out here, and everybody breaks the law. Trust and believe. Everybody breaks the law.
Everybody?
This is true now.
Everybody. They do.
Okay, then.
Oh, amen to that, girl.
Yeah, that's your thing. Popping again like that?
Yeah, mate, listen. That's what I gotta do. That's why I gotta get a lawyer and shut it down. Because it ain't going nowhere. It ain't gonna shut itself down. I already see it. And apparently there's nothing. They keep making it way more than what it is by adding all the lies and the overzealous and so this is this and this, and then people just keep tuning in. And as long as they're getting 35,000 clicks, $100. Like the one interview got 119 clicks. The little short thing for Tasha and me.
What?
119,000. Yes. So that's why I'm like, all right, I gotta get a lawyer straight now.
That's just a football.
They could talk about it. They could talk about it after his court case is over.
Yeah.
They'll be on something else, but by the end. But at this point, everything needs to be shut down. That's where it need to be. Everything needs to just be shut down. Lock it.
Okay.
Lock and load.
Okay, lock and load.
How are you doing, handsome man?
Hey, man, I'm just sitting here. Man, you got a firecracker on here today. Wow. Okay, well, at least you're out there enjoying yourself. That's a good thing.
They push a button. It's like, you know why? Because I was like, I need to distract myself. Because what'll happen is some shit that I don't want to happen. So it's like, let me distract myself. And that's the problem. I have no distraction because all I do is sit in my house. Sometimes I have the baby with me. Sometimes I don't. But other than that, I don't have a true distraction. So I was like, let me come outside and get a distraction on this situation so that I can,
Yeah, see a different perspective of other things.
Yeah.
And this is where the sad, pitiful Sonya comes out. Think about what she just said. What she basically just said, let me translate for you because, again, she's trying to impress Nesto. Sonya is a very lonely person. Sonya does not like herself. Sonya does not like the people around her. Sonya only likes Nesto. And she doesn't even love Nesto. She likes Nesto. She doesn't know Nesto well enough to love Nesto. Okay. So Sonya is a very lonely soul. She's a very bored person. She doesn't have a real hobby. You know, she pretends to be businessy business person, but she doesn't know anything about business. She doesn't know how to open up her own business. Her kids don't want to be around her. She said that herself. It's a very, very, very lonely existence that she has, y'all. She doesn't have any distractions. She doesn't have anything to do. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Native Tribe Urban Media keeps me going. I'm getting emails. I'm trying to set up shows. I'm trying to get show ideas. I'm doing a podcast. I'm doing a lot of stuff. Native got a lot of stuff going on, right? I don't claim to be a super businessman, but I do know what I'm doing when it comes to certain things. And I'm fortunate enough to have people like yourselves that support me in the things that I do. And I appreciate you all greatly. I really, really do. My point is that when I wake up in the morning, I am trying to figure out what thing to do first, right? When I wake up in the morning, I'm trying to figure out what needs to happen first. I'm not sitting around saying, I need a distraction. No, I got enough of them. I got enough of them. Okay. So for somebody who is as businessy business person, right? I don't know too many people that own businesses. And I know I got a lot of business owners in this chat right now. I got a lot of people that work for themselves. I got a lot of people that have children that they have to tend to after a long day of work. I got people in here that got careers and they do their thing. And yes, we all have downtime and we all take a day where we take our downtime. But at no point do I wake up and say, I need a distraction. I'm just trying to understand how Sonya, a grown woman that's approaching 60, now whether she want to admit it or not, she is approaching 60, okay? And she ain't got nothing to do. And her only entertainment, the only thing that keeps her happy, the only thing that makes her heart jump, the only thing that makes her diaper wet is this Negro on the screen right now. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing about said Negro that's on the screen right now, okay? Thing about Negro that's on the screen right now, if y'all follow my mouse is on the screen right now. And if you'll follow, you'll see that this man has a kitchen that is atrocious. This man has a kitchen that is atrocious, okay? Absolutely terrible. But this man with this going on in the back of his head is what keeps Sonya entertained. That's her only entertainment. She sound clown. She sound clown. You get me makes a very good point. You get me says, hold on, let me get. If everything needs to be shut down, why do you do an interview and add more fuel to the fire? That makes no sense, right? That makes no sense, especially when you say that she's messy. She's messy. She's gonna twist everything. But yet you went on Tasha K's show knowing that she's messy and that it could possibly be edited, but yet you say don't mess with his innocence, but you went on a show with a woman that you said would mess with his innocence. Chi-Town CPA said this is not a flex, but I, nor my two kids have ever been to jail. Dear Sonya, as usual, you're wrong again. The woman he chose said it's a very sad existence. It really, really is. Lady Janice says, at Native, you are correct. She's miserable with her own self. She's incapable of loving someone, so therefore she can't love herself or anyone else. She is not in love with Nesto. She is obsessed with Nesto. And she makes that very clear. Do you know this man Do you know that this man can't hang up the phone without making some kind of contract with her to call in the next 10 minutes? When are you going to call me again? When are you going to call me again? When are you going to call me again? Sonya, do you realize that's how you sound? The real BB say you sound very clown, Sonya. Do you know how clown you sound when you got to beg this man to call you, and when he don't call you, you got to question him on why he didn't call you? This man is not married to you. This man don't even like you. Let's be perfectly clear. This man does not like you. Okay? He don't like you, Sonya. He tolerates you because you all he got. See, y'all are two birds of the same feather, and y'all are trauma bonding. If we can be completely real with it, y'all are trauma bonding. Both of you all were hurt in your childhoods. Both of you all did not experience love from your parents. Neither one of you all has had a successful relationship. Y'all are trauma bonding, Sonya. That's what you're doing. Now, you might not realize that that's what it is, but just because you don't realize that's what it is doesn't make it any less true. Okay? So it's sad. It's sad. Aquarius Bay say, yep, self-esteem in the toilet. Middle-aged lady who didn't set the world on fire. Biggest flex was working in a strip club and moved to another state to pander to a convicted felon. Make it make sense. You cannot make that make sense, Aquarius Bay. You cannot. But what you can do is you can teach from it. You can teach from it and teach people how to love themselves, because if you don't love yourself, this is what's going to happen. You can teach people that if your self-esteem remains low, that this is what happens. You end up on a recorded line with a career criminal. That's how this happens, is because you lack love for yourself. And it manifests itself in a lot of different ways, but this is what happens. She is thirsty. Because my tie say, does anyone have a bottle of water? Gatorade might hire you, Sonya. Gatorade might hire. Powerade might hire you, Sonya. I don't know. Deanne says she sounds desperate for attention. She needs to speak to him all day, every day. It's not healthy. It's not. It's not. And listen, y'all, there is nothing wrong with having somebody in your life that you enjoy their company, having someone in your life that makes you happy. There's nothing wrong with that. That is healthy. But what's not healthy is, like Deanne said, you mean you can't be away from this man for an hour, 2 hours without you wondering why he's not calling you? Sonya, that ain't healthy. It's just not. Skater75 said the only person who makes her Pampers wet is her baby daddy, not Nesto. Ooh, where did baby daddy come from? He's still around? Skater75? Talk to me, Skater75. Is the baby daddy still around? I'm curious about that. You didn't put a bug in my ear right now. Ducky Dexter says she sounds desperate. I can tell she's very lonely. She found him. He wasn't looking for her after he hit it. Not at all. Not at all. Deanne said they both are energy vampires, and Nesto isn't fulfilled because she's unable to uplift him due to her own bitter, broken soul. It's okay to be broken. It's not okay to stay broken. You know, we've all gone through things that we were broken and did not think that we would ever recover from, things that we would never, ever, ever feel like ourselves again. We've been through that. All of us have. We all have. It's a part of life. The difference is that you come back and you put the pieces together. Now, whether you put the pieces together with your own glue, whether you put it with some therapist glue, whether you do it, however you do it, we find a way to glue ourselves back together. But see, Sonya chose to stay broken. She is choosing, present tense, to stay broken. Because see, that little anger, the little mad face that she makes all the time, all that stuff, and she takes it out on that poor, poor baby. That's the way she deals with it. That's the way she deals with it. She takes it out on that poor, poor baby, but guess what? That baby will fight back, Sonya. That baby will fight back. See, you can go through all this stuff with us, and you can talk about the bloggers, and you can talk about Native tribe, and you can talk about everybody. But see, Sonya, that's on the internet. When you was in the presence of this baby, and when you was in the presence of this baby, and this baby didn't like what you had to say, this baby who honestly at this time of the night should have been in bed, Sonya, okay? Should have been asleep. You was in the presence of this baby and you started to pull that bullshit that you try to pull with us, and look what happened to you. Look what happened to you, Sonya. I'm just saying, look, I ain't photoshopped this. I didn't make this up. Native ain't make this up. This is what happened. Native is just reporting the news. Sonya, this is what happened when you pull that energy out. When you pull that masculine energy that you are so proud of and that you float all the time, when you pull it out and people get tired of it, you see what happens? Baby fists come at your head is what happens. Just saying. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. Now, let me just make this announcement real quick. Okay, make this announcement. The one and only V. Lenore is in the house. All right. The one and only. Ain't but one, and ain't but one. All right. I don't know of another one. And if you know of another one, you tell me. But if you tell me that there's another one, I'm going to tell you that ain't nothing like the one that I know. The one and only V. Lenore is in the house. V. Lenore says Aquarius Bay, of course, her self-esteem is in the toilet. That's where she spends most of her time. Oh, boy. Hey, Native and Tribe, listening while waiting on my friend. Okay, all right. Okay, all right. V. Lenore waiting on her friend. Okay, all right. Yep. V. Lenore said, we friends like Sonya and Nesto. You better do better than that. V. Lenore is in the house, y'all. All right. Make It Rain. NYC says she knocked them earrings off her ear. Sure did. Sure did. And then called her bish. Bish. You know what? Make It Rain. They say that we just, you know, they say that we twist everything up, you know. We twist everything up. But Sonya, pictures don't lie. That baby was coming for your head. That baby was coming for your head. Baby C. Baby C says, I beg to differ with her about everybody breaking the law. Hold on, Baby C. Let me get you back up here. I beg to differ with her about everybody breaking the law. My late mother wouldn't even jaywalk, and she once doubled back to the supermarket when she realized she's been given too much change. Baby C, don't listen to Sonya. Don't listen to Sonya. We all know everybody don't break the law, but wow, your mother was a great woman. Because if they give me back too much change, I ain't gonna lie. Baby, see, I keeps the change when they give me too much. I'm just saying, I ain't asked them for too much. I ain't take it. They gave it to me. But your mother's a great woman because I wouldn't have did that. I'm just saying. Lady Janice, her histrionic personality disorder is where people seek attention and are overly emotional, highly dramatic. They use inappropriate seductive behavior for attention, and she is a narcissist. Histrionic personality. I like that. I like that. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's listen to some more of this foolishness.
Yeah, sometimes
I need to have a true distraction.
Hold on, folks.
Yeah. Well, it seems like you got it together. Right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
They own one is what it is. They own one. But who cares?
You feel like you're losing?
Losing what? Weight? Look, weight?
Yeah. No.
No. You know what? All that's irrelevant. Like I say, only thing is, the main thing, the main focus is just the case. All the other little stupid shit they talking about, who gives about it? Because they don't know your relationship. They don't know shit. So they can sit there and speculate and this, that, and other and talk mad shit all they want. They don't know. So they can't say. You know? And the thing of it is, it ain't even your business what he do with his dick, her. Like, why would you even ask me if I fucked him? All the people I talk to about like that is my closest friends. We're not close friends, so why would you ask me if we fucked?
Ain't that something?
You know? You sound dumb as hell asking a stranger if they fuck somebody you don't even know, that you have nothing to do with. Only person that can walk up and ask me that is his wife. That's it. That's it. Maybe the children, you know, depending, you know, but other than that, you can't ask me shit about my body at all.
And I was not going
at all.
I was not
going reservation. Okay, I want you mine.
We never asked you if you fucked him, Sonya. We never asked you that. What we did was we heard what you said. And you are the one that refuted what we said, because we said that you fucked him. We said that. Okay? That's the conclusion that we drew because we're adults. You are the one that has been behaving like an immature child. Okay? We know that you fucked him. We know it for a fact. Okay? But you are the one that has denied fucking him. I'm just saying. Nobody asked you that. Nobody has walked up to you and asked you that. We know the answer to the question. Why would we ask you a question that we already know the answer to? All right. So you the one that's been refuting it. Shit. A hit dog will holler. Aquarius Base said, the children, hey, Miss Sonia, did you fuck my daddy? Like, that's how it's supposed to go. Is that how it's supposed to go? I am Coco says she denied it after she said she did it. Just dumb. Right, exactly. She's dumb. Let's listen to him.
I didn't. Yeah, I said at the bar. What'd you say? No,
y'all supposed to go?
No. Something to a woman that just walked through. That was just coming in because I got a reservation and we don't. Need it because I'm going somewhere. We're going somewhere else. So I was gonna give somebody my reservation.
Oh, okay, I got you. Okay.
Yeah, black girl. You know, I like. Yeah, I'm driving.
Good, gotta watch yourself.
But I only had 3 sips of a drink. Although, yeah, it affected me, but it shouldn't. You know, I don't know. I'm pretty good. I ain't going to go down the street. And I'm going to my cellar, whatever that is, and it's close to my house, so I'm gonna be in the area. But I'm gonna be in the area.
Okay. Okay, now.
I only had 3 sips. The drink is still 3/4 full. It's a drink. It's still like, you know, I had literally 3 sips of the drink.
Well, what time you going to work tonight?
Oh, when she get off work, then me and her, I'm gonna take the baby with me, and then we're gonna go over to Sid's house and see what we gotta do. Get on there. I gotta watch the video. Watch the interview and stuff.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, lock and load then. Lock and load then. Do your thing. Do what you need to do. I just want to tell you that about little guy. So.
Right.
They gonna tell you everything. They gonna.
That's good because we're gonna need him in court as a character witness and a witness to that situation. Because he probably heard. Was he on site when the people that beat her up was there, so he could hear why they were beating her up?
No, he went and got
him. Did she give in the police report the names of the people that beat her up, or she didn't give no names?
Yes, she did. That's what she said. Said they picked her up. Said police.
Okay, because we need to find the people that beat her up, because that's gonna be a character witness to her.
Yeah.
To what she did.
So.
Okay.
Okay. All right, love. You be careful out there. Be very careful out there.
Very careful.
Yeah, be careful out
there. Yeah, I'm very careful.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, one guy was like, I'm Team Sonya. I see what she's doing. She's standing by her friend and she making sure he's good while you're in jail. And they was like, you just as dumb as she is. I was like, y'all sound, see how hateful you are, Miss Jesus? How hateful you are? So because I'm supporting a friend during a fucked up time in his life, and this guy sees it and understands it, because probably he understands how it is with the, the justice system. You telling him he fucked up? You telling him he fucked up? Fuck out of here with your Jesus loving ass. You sound stupid.
Hey man, look here. All I'm gonna say is what you popping about right now, that's what you need to be popping on right there. You are the true next Wendy Williams.
Y'all, I apologize for the technical issues. I'm trying to work stuff out over here, but we still here, we still rocking. Let me tell you what we gonna do. Because I am joining my friend Legacy Moon at 10:30, we are going to cut this after the first call. I will come back on Sunday, okay, and we will go over part 2 of this particular call, but that's what we are doing tonight. Make it rain. NYC, Florida says, what's going on with Comcast? Is this your excuse for delaying my merch? No, make it rain. I make no excuse for delaying your merch. I will make sure that we get your merch out to you as soon as possible. I think someone said that we were doing good until V. Lenore came into the chat. I'm not going to blame my friend V for that, okay? Not gonna blame her for that. Not gonna blame her for that. It is kind of coincidental, but we're not gonna blame our friend V. So, excuse me. We're gonna get through this last part of this first call, and then no, I don't need a Phillips screwdriver. Okay, all right. Off of me said, did this bald-headed hoe just say Jesus loving ass? Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Because she is the only person that thinks that Nyla is a Christian. Okay. Nyla ain't even told us no mess like that, okay? But, you know, I'm just saying. Let's listen to the end of this. Let's see if we can get to the end.
Right. In order with you, because they can't handle you.
Right.
And if I
no, because I've been really mild about it, like really mild about it. Like me and you, Zant. But I've been really mild about it. But I can get out of character and be worse than all my sisters put together. You know how they roll. I can be worse than all of them put together. Hey, Diamond, y'all about to leave?
But we not scared of you. We ain't scared of your sisters. We ain't scared of none of y'all. So what the hell difference do it make what your sisters do? I'm just saying. Is anybody here scared of her sisters? I'm just saying. Janetta says, I'm very knowledgeable about evidence rules, and I'm confused as to how it is relevant character evidence to use testimony from someone who beat up a great victim. It's not, Janetta, and there's no need to put a whole bunch of thought behind the shit Sonya says, because we all know Janetta. See, Janetta, you actually work in the field. You actually are trained. You went to school. You got your degree, right? You're licensed, and you're trying to make sense out of some shit that somebody that watches old Ironsides, Columbo, Perry Mason, Law and Order, the one with Ice-T. That's where she gets her knowledge from, Janetta. So let's not. We ain't got that. Okay. We're not going to do that. So, look, Janetta says Sonya should look up Great Shield laws. Yeah, you said look up. That ain't what she did. Okay. The only time she looks up, Janetta, is when she's doing the other thing that she does. See, that's when she looks up, because then she has to see, you know, she's trying to gauge the reaction because she don't want to get the stuff in her. You see what I'm saying, Janetta? That's when she looks up. That's when she looks up. Okay. So no, you said look up. She doesn't look up unless she's doing that thing on her knees. Okay. Miss Principal says she wants people who committed a crime to tell on themselves about why they assaulted someone. Yes, that is what she thinks is going to happen. Okay. All right. Aquarius Base said, I'm pretty sure we could take the Durham sisters. I'm positive that we could. I'm positive that we. I'm positive that that verbally they're no match. And definitely physically, I'm pretty sure they're no match. Yeah, Aquarius Bay, that's right, on her knees. That's the only time that she would look up. So no, she don't look up nothing. I'm just saying. All right. Make It Rain said, I'm a middle child, so I'm always ready. Y'all look, trust me, I'm fully aware of the middle child syndrome. Like, I totally get it. Let's listen to the end of this.
The biggest cake. Still do that cake. That's a guy. She swallows me. All right, Donna. Where you put? Oh, you ready to go? We can try. I'm gonna try. It's not for her. We gotta go. Yeah. All right, let's go.
Okay. Go and have your thing.
You have 1 minute remaining.
And you put another thing in there for this to go out now. The truth. All right. I love you. I'll talk to me tomorrow.
Okay, bye. Be safe.
Bye. So how many hours?
Y'all, we gonna cut it at call 1. Okay. Number 1, my internet is funky. Number 2, I gotta get ready. I got a whole other show to do with Legacy Moon, True Crime and Mysteries. If you are here, meet me over there at 10:30, where we will do After Dark. I have no idea what we're doing after dark, but when me and Legacy Moon get together, and sometime V Lenore, all right, sometime V Lenore, when she ain't out with her friend, all right, we have a good time over at Legacy Moon's house. So at 10:30, which is a little bit over an hour from now, an hour and 15 minutes, We're going to go over to Legacy Moon's house and we're going to do our normal Friday After Dark. Thank y'all for coming through over here. I appreciate you all sticking through me through my internet connection issues. I appreciate that. And but we made it. We made it through call number 1. All right. Okay. Aquarius Bay, that's not the time frame. We're not getting off at 6:30 in the morning. Okay. All right. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Okay. But thank you all for coming through. Look, if you hit the Cash App, if you gave a super chat, if you gave a membership, if you joined tonight, thank you all for supporting the channel. That helps the channel grow. If you like the video, please like the video. That also helps the channel grow. I want to thank Phone Calls from Prison for always providing this material that we laugh at and joke about and learn from all at the same time. And how could I end this show without thanking the notorious Native Tribe Urban Media Mod Squad ladies? Thank you for all that you do. Okay, that's all I got for y'all right now. We went over the first call. We will come back on Sunday with Strawberry Sunday, and we will go over the other remaining calls. Okay, all right, and that's it. So listen, y'all, I don't know who needs to hear this, but you are enough. You are beautiful. Yes, you. Yes, you. You are beautiful. You are loved and you are blessed. And there isn't anything that anybody can do about that. Not even you. All right. See y'all over at Legacy Moon. If you can't make it over there, then I will see you all on Sunday.